The leather seats, the passage right. I feel the heat, I see the light. Miss atomic bomb. Making up, we got the radio on. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me when I'm just rock, 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 just rock. Cover, but you can't escape the second attack. Your soul was innocent, she kissed him and she painted it black. You should have seen your little face. Burning for love, holding on for your life. It was a little touch, a little tenderness and truth. I didn't ask for much, no. Talk about being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Mr. Tommy Bomb. Make it up, we got the radio on. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone. You're gonna miss me. Shockwave whisper sealed your face. Just like a dagger buried deep in your back. You run for cover, but you can't escape the second attack. Your soul was innocent, she kissed him and she painted it black. You should have seen your little face. Burning for love, holding on the line. It was a little touch, a little tenderness and truth. I didn't ask for much, no. Talk about being in the wrong place at the wrong time. Mr. Tommy Bomb. Make it up, we got the radio. We're taking chances on a hot night. For a second, there we
friends. How the devil are you? I think we're in, I think we're live, and I think we have some music on the go. How is everybody doing? It's lovely to see you all here on this Saturday. Technically it's afternoon, but because it's the middle of winter and it's so dark, it feels like night. I'm gonna be honest, it's only 6 p.m. How is everyone doing? Yo, Lumia! Welcome home, my friend. Happy green box. Happy green tie day, rather. Lovely to have you. Welcome in, welcome in.
Ahoy, ahoy.
Ahoy.
Nice to see you. The prom had some issues, but it ended better than expected. So
Well,
all good. How
I'm
about
glad it
you?
went well. I'm glad the prom went well, my friend. I hope you enjoyed it. Those things can obviously be a little tense and sometimes they can be difficult, but also they can be a lot of fun too. So I'm glad you enjoyed it. Overall, you know, these things are sent to try us, perhaps, but I'm glad you had a good time, all things considered. Welcome back. Great to have you here, and I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing well. Welcome in, everyone. I can see Kafka here super early first. Love to see it. Zippy, welcome, welcome. Matt, how are you doing? Lovely to have you here. Regent, hello, loving those cat hats. Sensei, what's up? I definitely need some arrive emotes, I think. They're pretty epic. Carpet, welcome in. Regent, hello. Lumio, of course, thank you for the sub. And hello. Psychoki, welcome in. So, just as I went live, well, you know, you were checking like half an hour before I went live, you know, so we'll give you the due. You know, I'll give you the respect for the checking. So, I want to see. Obviously the patch came in, right? And it made some things really good. It made others less, you know. So I'm going to quickly look at Gwentfinity and go from there. Hey, Revenant, great to see you. Ewan, welcome in, welcome in. Because I'm trying to work out what actually got better, what's worth playing after this round of changes, right? That's what I'm kind of trying to get to the bottom of. Play a couple of lists that I think, as a result of these changes, are now playable, right? So I'm going to quickly take us straight into this screen so that we can sort of see, we can see what the changes were. Now let me just, yeah, okay, that's good. So this is all the stuff that changed. From this, there are two lists that got better and lots of lists that just really didn't, right? Hey, Dana, how are you doing? So, Misk kind of Witcher using lists have improved slightly with these changes in Quen. We found out that actually Quen can't even fit in Golden Neck and Northern Realms, isn't worth it, but maybe as a result, Skellige Witchers with discard is worth it, because Skellige discard is nuts. The idea that exists is kind of crazy. And then Syndicate just got a bunch of 4p thinning because apparently people don't understand how absurd that is. So, and also Horde got buffed as well. So I'm thinking on the back of this, the two lists that should be good, anything Skellige that runs discard. So we'll try Skellige Witches, for instance, and also Syndicate Horde, right? They're the lists that should, on the result, you know, on the back of this, actually be pretty decent. Just make myself a feasible. There we go. That's better. And how are you all doing? How is your weekend running? Skellige discard got way too many buffs. Way too many buffs. Now, I don't really know how I want to build this as Skellige. If I'm playing discard Witches, Sunset Wanderer's a no-brainer. Syndicate with Passiflora and Madame? No, Passiflora is still not worth it, sadly. If you're going Horde, I think you're going In Search of Forgotten Treasures because it's just worth more points. But Madame is better than both of the scenarios on her own. So you're definitely running her. Because you're running her, you're definitely running King of Beggars. Groover, how are you doing? And I think something like this is how Syndicate should look, personally. Now, I'm open to not running Saul. Isn't this the Witcher card game? It is Gwent the Witcher card game, yes. The Witcher cards themselves aren't necessarily that great, though. But that's probably how I think this should look. or at least it's a good start to how I think this should look. Now, I don't want the decree, and this list thins super well, but you need the decree so that you can guarantee access to Madame in round 1. I think that's really important. Also, this is a bit higher than I'd like it, so let's just do that. Okay, that's better. So I'm happy to play. I'll probably start off with this list first, the hidden cache list, because I do like Horde. I wish Passiflora was better, but I just don't think it's worth it. Hello, my love. Welcome in. Welcome in. Also, Oopie Doop, good to see you. Zippy, I'm sorry you have to go to work, my friend, but enjoy. Did you open the chips? Oh, I can smell them. The Max ones. No? Okay. How's the Ushka? Yeah? Mm-hmm. Super. We were exploring our local town centre today and found a couple of, for us, I'll just generalise, foreign food stores that also sold, and a bakery as well, which sold some fantastic stuff that obviously Arya was very, very happy with, as I'm sure you could imagine. So we found some fantastic sort of baked goods, bread, stuff like that, which was fantastic, as obviously these things do taste very different place to place. Where Arya was, because you haven't seen a floating hand yet, she's over in the side. She is here, but she was just making snacks and she made me tea. I don't know if it can see her now. There we go. So, yeah. You want to do a funny Skellige discard? Renfrey? Oh, God. I mean, this could actually work, but it's awful, right? Like, I think I'll pass on this one, but I appreciate it. There are lots better ways you could do this. But I appreciate the list. Better without Scenario and Flinders, Jacques. See, I really don't rate Fitter and Ada, whatever it is. For six for six, too damn. I suppose. I mean, it can be decent. I suppose, right? It actually could do work now, but Jacques, I can understand. But if I run Jacques, I can't run Decree, and if I can't run Decree, Madame becomes super risky. So, yeah, Fitter and Eldia, I still can't bring myself to liking this card. Oh, Townsfolk are great, but they're also just really greedy, right? Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I think a bit more, I don't know, like, I'm not convinced on Soul as it stands, because I'm of the opinion that I probably would have wanted more control than I'm running, and actually, I could just cut Soul for a lock of some description, which I think might end up being better. Are you occasionally clipping it, are you, my love? Mm-hmm. It's all good. It's all good. Don't worry. It'll work it out. So, we'll see. I'll try this version first. Saul is currently the target for being removed. I really like In Search of Forgotten Treasures. For me, this is possibly the strongest scenario in the game, demands an answer. Because if it sticks, you win. It really is that, like, it is absurd how many points this genuinely is, especially with Flinders Crew. Obviously, that's really tough to do. But I think I've always thought this was grossly underrated as things go. Now that we have Madame, a buff to hidden cache, and some ridiculous thinning, we have a lot more provisions all of a sudden. I think it's worth it overall. Normally, we would take a lot longer to chat, but I really do want to dive into some games. So, that's exactly what we're going to do. A road over on YouTube. Thank you for keeping the game alive, my friend. This game will be alive as long as people want to play it. Appreciate you, though. Happy with that number of spenders. So, spenders. King of Beggars is 1. Something from Novigrad is 2. Candle is 3. Treasure Hunter is 4 and 5, albeit let's call them between the two of them 1 because they're a bit weird, so 4. Eventide Plunder is 5, 6. Sea Jackal is 7, 8. And Shady Vendors could then be 9, 10. So yeah, very. We have a lot of spenders across this list. So I'm reasonably happy. I'm reasonably happy as it stands. Yo, Carpet, it's weird it stopped playing. But still, yeah, that's the thing, right? I know what you mean. Obviously, you guys have seen, Gwent I haven't told chat about the new suit yet, no, but I will. I love Gwent. I've always loved Gwent. I'm always gonna love Gwent. I like being involved in Gwent. Well, Region, that's kind of the same thing to me, right? In terms of streaming, I still want to play some Gwent. I still enjoy, I still enjoy having Gwent as part of the content, but we are more focused now on, for instance, currently our Cyberpunk run. We're going to be announcing some soon. February, yeah, February stuff is soon. Obviously, you all know that come release day for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, we are solidly playing that, for instance. Currently, we're playing Cyberpunk. There's some really fun games between the end of Cyberpunk and the beginning of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth coming. But there's also some Gwenty stuff that we're going to be doing between now and then too. So while obviously it used to be 3 to 4 days of Gwent and maybe a bit of something else, it really has flipped. I think that's kind of an inevitability, but that doesn't mean I don't want to be involved with Gwent stuff, both here and also on YouTube. So we're still going to be making Gwent content, still going to be making those decisions for as long as people kind of engage in it, really. So yeah. That's kind of where we are on that. Nothing really has changed. Darklight, you haven't played since Homecoming and you're really confused. Oh, Syndicate's the most complicated of factions. Now, based on the fact that you would like to understand it, I will give it a go for you. It's everything that Gwent has, but also a pseudo mana system effectively with coins. And it's definitely the toughest faction. So, yeah, it's so many extra things to think about. How are the volume balances, chat? It all feels quite loud to me. In fact, let me switch over to the Gwent screen. How are my volume balances currently? Is the game okay?
Quite low, I think.
Because I quite like the Gwent music.
My head.
Oh, it's vile. Oh God, I've just got a wave of like sage. I hate the smell of sage. It's literally stomach churning to me, and I've just been. Basil is just as bad, honestly. Whatever it like. I feel like it's in my heart. Like I've got heartburn. Just think. Not for me. Okay. So. That aside, see, I don't know how people are getting through the winter cycle so quick. I love you too. I'm level 11 in the winter cycle. I guess I should actually pick. I should just build decks that go with it. And as beautiful as the card back is, I just don't want to play 300 games with decks that I probably can't win to get one card back. You know? It's a difficult one. Hello, Frontier Ballads. How the devil are you? Lovely to see you, lovely to see you. Welcome in. Or rather, welcome back, I suppose. So, we're going to start. And Darklight, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Now, we're going to go with Horde first. I want to try Horde, then I want to try Witches across the course of the stream. We may drop in a few other things, but they're the two that I think we want to look at. I'm open to suggestions and changes, of course. Daddy Hoggy! Ah, yes, you already have it. To get the car back because you're not that good a player, so you don't worry about rank. I mean, if you're enjoying it, ultimately, go for it. And I can't believe you already have it. It's crazy. I like mad respect for that, genuinely. And I do like that there's something to kind of aim for, if that makes sense. A reason to play and an encouragement to do other stuff. Oh, cool. We have bricks. So... You're absolutely a brick and so are you. Wow, that actually worked out really well. The cycles felt like a bit of a chore. Like, I don't mind that they're difficult because I've always wanted something for people who put lots of hours in. I'm just kind of sad that they're not coming back. Like, I've missed every one so far, but if my progress stuck and I at least had a chance of getting that card back again next year, I'd have been a bit happier, I think. Also, earlier on, Groover followed us. My apologies, Groover. I missed that. Welcome in, my friend. Lovely to see you. Our opponent taking their time with turn one. Did it take that long to open Twitch? Come on, friend. What kind of horde are we playing? We are playing Horde, but with In Search of Forgotten Treasures, not Passiflora, and then it's just using all the mid-range value. Okay. Bit of discard value with Iris and her companions. Nice way to start. Opponent also using their Cursed Scroll early doors. Okay. So, it's a pretty easy one for us straight off the bat here because we've got double 4p thinning, which is just absurd. Coral is, yeah, that buff happened most recently, so yes, Coral is buffed. Oh, now our opponent is actually playing Skellige Witches, which is really helpful. Because it's a list that I want to play as well. So I'm actually really happy to see that. A lot of people are also aiming for Casino Bouncers off of Eventide Plunders for even better thinning early on, which is an option for us, especially if we miss it, but there are lots of considerations where perhaps I don't want to do that. So we now have a decision to make. If I'm going to play Madame, I need more coins than I currently have, right? To be able to do that, I need to generate 2 more coins. I'm more than happy to play a Novigrad early on. This list is happy for 3 rounds, potentially happy for going for the 2-0. So, we play the Novigrad. We do run 2 Peaches. 2 Peaches, but only 1 Sly Seductress, yeah. 4 provisions, they're just free, right? So it makes no sense not to run a second to make the mulligans easier when you consider this is a brick, he is a brick, da-da-da-da-da. Didn't play the engine first. Not convinced I want it this round. Not convinced I want it. But we'll see. Because the decision now comes between, if I'm going to play Madame, I'm playing her basically now. I should probably drop a spender here and really get ahead, right? So I'm going to do that. The Horde for this is 5 currently, which is brilliant because I go up to 5 coins. I don't lose a single coin here if I decide to drop Madame. Now, however, I really don't need to. So once again, we're going to do that. And then the Sea Jackal. Would I consider Imker? Imker is an example of one of those cards that just isn't quite worth it at this stage. To me, she doesn't quite feel like she's worth the amount of effort. She's been power crept, yeah. For 9 provisions, there's so many ways of making coins more effectively, overall worth more, that considering the number of ways she can be interrupted or removed, I'm not sold. We want to win the round. Do we need to win it on even? That's basically the question now. Bincy and Boat. I like Boat in this list. Bincy, again, I'm not necessarily set on. We go tall as it is. Now, we could have got ourselves ahead, but let's see if they pass. I'd rather win the round and hold this. Clearly not an option we have. They kill my engine. All right, then now I'll do it. Do I need to? This is 3. You really like the shirt? Thank you. It's like a jumper, but I really like it. It's is this one Jack and Jones?
Yeah.
It's a Jack and Jones jumper. It's actually in their sale right now as well. I almost picked up a second one the other day. So I'm +3, so I got a 29. Then Jen, no ad. Strange not seeing me in a suit. The suits are for Cyberpunk. All right, we'll do it.
Nothing tickles my tits quite like a good secret.
Okay, because I'm going to get 2 coins at the end of each turn anyway. So yeah, no suit today. Okay, they kill my spender, that's fine. I spend first here, then here. They have no active engine, but if I spend again right now, it puts me ahead by 4, and I'm going to gain 1, 2 coins instantly, buffing this a third. Yeah, we just do it. I have 3 coins a turn before they play a card. That's insanity. That's right, the suit will be back on Monday. Oh, wow, they give me the trio, huh? That's a lot of points to give out. And a leader as well. Okay. Now, the heat wave here is playing for a paltry 7. If I click and spend, then play candle, I think we're ahead, right? Pretty sure. I need... This is going to be worth 2. So I'm on 42. I need 15 points. 13, 12, 11, 10. Let's... The coins, I'll always get the coins for the Peaches procs, thankfully. Because I earn 3 coins a turn, so I can always spend down to nothing, right? Which is nice. Hey, Luke, how are you doing? Lovely to see you, my friend. Welcome in over on YouTube. I think I saw someone else over on YouTube a minute ago as well. Walter White, seeing this deck a lot in the last couple of days. Fair enough, my friend. I put it together on patch day initially, thinking I expected it to do pretty well. Haven't really had much chance to play since then, so I'm curious. Or maybe you meant my opponent's deck. Okay, so we're looking for, I mean, honestly. Let's have a look. I think honestly the Shady Vendor goes. Oh, that's tempting. As a push, I mean, I'm looking for the Forgotten Treasures, but I can't take a mulligan here because it prevents me getting the advantage I want, right? So, I'm so tempted. So tempted, but we'll just do this instead. We're going to click the cash. Saul goes back row because then he will proc appropriately, and all is looking pretty good for us so far. I don't really want to give Flinders Crew, ideally, but you do want to play into 3 rounds with this deck for the Flinders Crew ability. Oh, cheeky Dow. All right. Okay, okay. How many more Tide Cloaks do we have? You! How very dare you? We won on even, so we're kind of happy to keep playing. Yo, Luke, thank you so much for the super chat. You're very much an MVP where that's concerned over there, my friend. Thank you for the super chat. I greatly appreciate you. That's very, very generous, my friend. Genuinely, I'm really, really grateful. Thank you. Love to see it. The MVP, if YouTube had VIP badges, you would earn one from me. No question. Oh, it's Golden Necker. Okay, well that's a very easy spend. I think we spend again here. Is it worth it actually? Because if I spend now, I get 3 more points. They would need to play a 7. They don't have that many, so let's make that happen. Because I think here... the Bear Witcher sucks. Hey, you are very, very welcome, my friend. Thank you for continuing to support it and make it possible. Short round, there are 8 cards. My odds of finding this are 5 in 8. So, okay. I'm going to go across with 2 coins, Flinder in hand. That's the thing. If this is Golden Necker, I absolutely want to play, right? Let's do it.
There'll be plenty of coin to go round. Wait.
Tempted to spend here as well, but... Excellent. Game 1 is done. Okay, now... That went okay. We'll give this list and this version a couple more to see how it does into various different things that the meta can throw at us, right? I guess there'll be more witches around because people are trying them out. They want to see how they do. I can understand that. And we'll see how that goes for us. But I could see the argument. I've always preferred boat in this list because then you get even more consistent thinning. But I had to take boat out to run decree so that I had a better chance of actually finding Madame. Hey, Kurakata, good to see you. Hello there. To arms, all of yous. That's right. More Skellige. This doesn't surprise me because the discard package for me is considerably overbuffed. However, one of the significant issues of the deck I am currently running, too many bricks. So I'm going to have to hold bricked sewer raiders here in order to get rid of Sly Seductress and be able to grab Madame. Decree and Yeet or Boaten Jr. Yeah, the problem is if I go Boaten Jr., I don't have access to Madame. Not having the access to Madame feels like a massive, like it just doesn't seem sensible to me. I'm not sure why you would go down that route. So for now, again, I used to start off very aggressively on red coin with Madame, but I don't think you need to. Just draw it, that's fair. It's a good point, darling, yeah. Just get good, my wife tells me. Love you too. But that is a loud rainbow tie. Air horn.
Lion ha hey, lion ha hey, lion
Hey. Lion ha hey, lion ha hey, lion ha hey. How are you doing? Welcome in. Thank you so much for the 26 months. Love to see it. Rainbow. I think 26 is actually still rainbow tie. It is. Love to see it. Love to see it. Oh. Our opponent's talented. They drew their stuff. Who is the person in the dabbing clip? What? Oh, I'm dabbing. The person in the clip is a former Gwent streamer and host called Ash Explores. Lovely lady. Doesn't stream anymore. Still a lovely lady, I'm sure. But yeah, she used to be a Gwent streamer way back when. Lovely lady, was a good friend. But she's no longer a streamer, just living real life nowadays. You know, I'm gonna do it. I like the aggressive line on this. I also like how good it is, like thinning wise for us. I'll spend the 3 here, and I'm glad to hear you're well, Airhorn. I'm glad to hear you're well. We have a spender we can use. Ubermensch, thank you for the YouTube subscription. A boardage. Oh, of course they grabbed themselves. Sure, okay. A seagull. Yeah, vendor into eavesdrop would be decent. Eavesdrop's a 5, right? If I remember rightly. I'm gonna play this first and spend. Because I don't want to over profit when I'm gaining more than I'm losing, if that makes sense. So we'll do that. New Jersey, hello! You haven't been playing since the Dandelion journey. Good lord, you have been away a while. The player base is very different than it was then, my friend. Sadly, I have to say, the player base is different than it was then, but still. Never mind, you're giving her a shield? Yeah. I'd rather have the points and win on even. They don't seem to be going anywhere, so let's do this. Pay. No eavesdrop. Profit 0. Seize an enemy unit with 0 or less. Profit by 1 for each gang in my starting deck. Well, starting deck has cut-ups, blind eyes, Tide Cloaks. Salamandra. So I can seize 4 here. I could seize this Highland Warlord. Makes it not replayable, right? Okay. I mean, I think we're winning on even here. I think that's a pretty safe assumption. Yeah, to be fair, we don't have any direct public numbers, but everyone's aware that obviously as official esports has ended, the total amount of time being put in by a lot of people is less. However, Matol is doing a wonderful job with his esports. From what I can see so far, there's a lot of interest in that, which obviously I think is fantastic, and he deserves some big respect for that. Missing Flinders' crew here is horrible, but this is definitely a push now, I think. Yeah, we're going to push here with this hand. This and this. No, Candle sucks. Yeah, exactly, and that's very true. The game is by no means in a position where we're going, oh, maybe, I'm not finding a game. I'm never having that issue by any means. I'm going to mulligan this and be greedy because I want Candle. Sometimes I'm too good for my own good. Okay. Boat instead of Azar. I kind of like the Javed, because if this sticks, it's just game over. And I like it with Candle. It can make some stuff kind of awkward for them, honestly. I've just got to get my card ordering right at this point. To get back, hey, it's definitely worth getting involved. Start with the Sewer Raiders. Let's just thin them out. You started again after a long break and going through 2015 never made you wait longer. Yeah, that's the thing, right? The game's in a really good place in terms of there's still a huge number of people playing at each level, which I honestly think is great. I'm gonna play this. I'll play Candle first. The fireworks? No, it's okay. So, yeah, we're in a spot that I'm very happy with now, chat. So it's going to be spend once, spend twice, play tribute to 5, buff, grab this. New players aren't definitely not the highest they've ever been. I think that's definitely fair, but I also don't think they're in a bad spot, if that makes sense. You're a Tide Cloak, right? Yeah. I think I have to just keep this one boosted. Then we play this, and we have more coins than you could ever dream of. Let's go. Oh, it's the Kraken! Ace! That doesn't seem the best of plans. Novigrad. Cute, cute. Because they can't get through my defenders. Gwent, over the last... Pre-Gwentfinity, the last 12 months of Gwent dev involvement was phenomenal because they consistently improved the diversity and overall balance of the game. Lots of things that have either been memes or just unplayable for an eternity got better. So much better that it was honestly kind of crazy. I haven't really had a balance patch yet that I've enjoyed personally. I've not had a balance patch that I've thought, you know what, this balance patch is definitely the one, which makes me sad. Do I click this in the hope of finding profit? Because I need the 7 horde on this. Profit 3. I think we just take the profit here, right? Beggar, pew. That has now triggered this, but it need... Oh, no, I need it at end of turn. We need this to be alive, so let's just do that. We're at 4. Sol will... Oh, I need to be at horde 6. That's going to be a challenge. It can be done. It can be done. Kertrold.
You need to send the totem.
Totem things? What totem things, darling?
Redeemed.
Oh, yes, okay. Cammer Snow, thank you for that. Wait, LWS just subbed as well. That hasn't shown up for me yet. There it is. For 3 months at tier 1. Love to see it. Thank you so much. 3 months, all in one go. I appreciate that hugely. Welcome home, my friend, if I'm not mistaken, for the very first time as well. That's very good of you. Genuinely, thank you for that. Thank you so much. That's amazing. Welcome in. Love to have you here. It's a genuine pleasure. I'm just going to turn the cult things off. If you guys want to get involved in a cult, you need to check out my better half, as her cult is doing very well in Cult of the Lamb, and there is new Cult of the Lamb stuff coming this week, so you don't want to miss out. But yes, LWS, thank you so much. Welcome in. Lovely to have you, and thank you for the 3-month sub. That's really cool. I genuinely am very grateful. I think I honestly, if they don't use Kertrold here, I think I'm supposed to Heatwave Kertrold. Right? Because then I'm going to get to this is going to be great next turn. So we just Heatwave Kertrold for 0. We're playing on even anyway. And now all of a sudden, because we procced this, we're at a full pocket. We like that. LWS is you. I didn't know that, Luke. Well, then, my friend, welcome in. It's great to have you over here on Twitch as well. Welcome in on both sides, my friend. It's great to have you here. It really is. And whichever you prefer watching on, obviously, I'm trying to get my... You'll notice my YouTube channel is now Lionheart Gwent, because all of our Gwent content is going to go onto this channel specifically. And then my non-Gwent playthroughs will go onto a new YouTube channel called Lionheart still, but you know, you get the drift, you know, you get it, you get it. If I play this now, I'm going to damage this. Is it, oh wait, can I even catch if I do this? It's going to play for 9. Oh yeah, I absolutely get the last card, right? Yeah, we do. Smush.
Except sometimes they're quite fresh.
And we're going Horde. At the end of your turn, gain enough coins to fill your pouch. So it means I could spend here once and again, because this will take me back to 6, which will take me back to 9. And we're ahead just. Yeah, there's a second YouTube channel coming. We're big deals now. Yeah, I haven't actually got far enough, Battlecide. I've got so much to tell you, by the way. I need to message you about like 8 different things. Including the fancy suit I bought today. Just saying. I have a very much a, a statement suit. I think I should do the next Cyberpunk playthrough in it. Because it looks intensely corpo. In the right, you know what I mean? So we will demo that on Monday. You have to go? No problem, Darklight. Well, have a wonderful evening. It's lovely to meet you, and thank you for dropping in. I do indeed, my friend. I will remember to do that after the stream. Oh, their last card was just that. I was hoping I'd get more out of them, honestly. This round 3 is looking suspiciously nah now. Not showing off the brand new suit immediately. I know it's a serious misplay on my part. I apologize, chat. Gwent. Okay, so I absolutely need Flinder. Basically, I need the other 3 cards here. So, not you. Oh, Not finding Flinders Crew is my bottom card. That's pretty rough, all things considered. But we do have a decent number of spenders, which is a plus. So them still having leader is difficult. We don't love that. If I... What am I looking for? Rolling for a poisonous mare? They did play it last turn. I wasn't sure if they'd kept it. I think we play and hold. Profit 5, draw a card. If these two both went to the bottom, that's worth it, I guess. But it's draw a card and mulligan one, right? So eavesdrop doesn't really help me too much. Okay, here comes my poison target, unless they kill this. Which they might do. Oh, wow. Okay, so we're in trouble. We're in trouble. Nicely done, opponent. Yeah, no chance there. Yeah. Unfortunate, chat. Unfortunate. Nothing we can do here. Yeah. Not being able to get a better... Like, the bleed was definitely right, but we probably should have gone more intensely for the you know, for the 2-0 rather than just trying to get good value out of them. They had the perfect hand to resist the bleed, and we got screwed. It is what it is. And yes, how are things, Outlaw Man? It's lovely to see you. You wrapped up a conference at the church and going to pick the kids from the grandparents? Nice, Basticide. I hope they had a wonderful time. I don't doubt that they will have done if their time with the grandparents is anything like mine used to be. It was always one of my favorite things to do at a weekend, honestly. Monitors are on swivel mounts. Oh, awesome. Hey, why not, bud? Why not? Araka Swarm. Okay, I'm here for it. I mean, as hands go, that looks all right. Blue coin means I'm most likely to need to commit Madame, but that's okay. Don't want both of these. Oh, you son of a... Every time. Every single time, chat. You just hate to see it. Okay. I'll play these because this has the most chance of playing Pred Dive. I haven't finished Cyberpunks. I've been lurking during those streams. I'm doing very well, thank you. Cyberpunk is going well too. I think we're a decent way sort of through Phantom Liberty from what I understand now. It's going very well. So long may that continue. Oh, and Dragalava, okay. They had a big camp out in the living room with their cousins, roasted marshmallows and hot dogs. Oh, that sounds ace. Oh, that sounds so good. Amazing. Casino bouncers. I mean, that's just silly that that's possible, honestly. Love it. Line Pockets Acherontia list is probably... The thing with Vice, it can come off and it has like a higher end game, if that makes sense. It's easier to set up, I think. Easier to set up. This list has... Your mulligans almost feel like they punish you rather than help you out. In my experience, I kind of feel like I'm being punished with every mulligan I take. You know? It happens, chat. It happens. Da, na, na. Okay, so it's Golden Necker, Araka Swarm. Can't see any other reason you'd play Matahuri. But they've, like, double bricked the Madame now, so that is what it is. I think we just play the Saul then, honestly. Yeah, one-off eavesdrop can be helpful. One-off eavesdrop can definitely be helpful. I've got a decent chance of grabbing it from vendor, I suppose. We'll see. I can't believe how quickly I've needed a haircut this time around, chat. Honestly, it's a little bit crazy. Now, because of the matter, I have to play another card here. Otherwise, I probably would have passed, all things considered. Happy just to drop an engine. We're getting 4 points a turn, right? Hey, Pope, how you doing? What is this game? Oh, it's new. Okay. Yeah, I hope you had a good birthday, my friend, too. Okay, they've got a point a turn. I've got 4, which means I'm ahead by 5 and have another 8. I'm just going to pass here. I've got a decent bleed resist, honestly. Wilderness Ninja. Hello. A belated Happy New Year's to you too, my friend. Well, she's not. Oh, she's just enough. Boo. A rare wrench icon? Well, of course, of course. A belated Happy New Year to you, my wonderful friend. I hope things are going well for you. I hope things are going well. That's terrible for us. We are in our weekly Gwent catch-up stream. Oh, come on. It's not Golden Necker. They just had matter. Super weird. This is terrible, guys. It's got to be that. We hate this. But so I've been loving my Cyberpunk playthroughs, especially when I look as fancy in the suits. You have to tune in on Monday if you can to see the super fancy suit that I'm going to be rocking. It's quite the look, I think it's fair to say. It is quite the look. Right, what we're going to do, I'm going to trigger Hidden Cache. I'm going to play Royal Decree to grab a Shady Vendor and look for the eavesdrop. Yeah, that's the aim now. Eavesdrops are 5, so we drop back here, yes. That's not great. This steals a 4. This steals a 4. I can steal the pig, I don't need to kill it, right? I have 4 gangs in my starting deck. No, apparently not. Apparently not. Did I misunderstand that card? I hate this card. Increase profit by seize an enemy unit by 0. Increase profit for each gang. Seize an enemy with 0 or less power. Increase the power and decrease the profit. I honestly don't know. That card's maddening. That could have been the throw of all throws, chat. That you could, yeah, that didn't go our way. That didn't go our way. I did that to myself. Okay, we could be in a bit of trouble now. I think I just heatwave the She Who Knows right out just now and just say, look, no. It denies these engines for a good period of time longer, right? And also might encourage them just to go away. I doubt it. But we can hope. Drop this. Actually, I think this is the In Search of Forgotten Treasures moment. I think that's what we're doing here, because I'm going to have to hold 2 cards. I need them to go away. At the moment, dilly-dally, yeah, like we've got 4 streams a week at the moment. Most of that is currently dedicated to Cyberpunk. Then there's 1, maybe 2 big launches next month that we're going to be playing before Final Fantasy VII Rebirth hits, and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth will take over my whole life. So we're kind of preparing for that to take over the stream, basically. And they do take the pass. That's really good for us. So we're definitely... well, the one we're definitely playing, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, we're going to be playing some of that. That's actually this month, technically. I mean, what do I drop here now? Because I'd normally, I think I'd just over profit and play the candle. And spend once. No, I have to spend more than once, right? But that's I think it's okay. Because I can do this, spend twice. And just be fine. Yeah, I think that's what we do. I'd rather the candles on the board. Because now I'm going in with both of these. And as long as I don't draw both of my bricks, or either of my bricks, we're golden, right? Stay up on the 29th, start playing once the game drops. I will be playing... Oh, we drew... Chat, we've actually drawn the bricks. Saved. So I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going to be honest. Like, I'm really excited for 7 Rebirth. Like, I enjoyed Remake, as many of you know. I didn't expect Remake to excite me in the same way that it ended up doing, I'll be honest. Because 7 was never my favorite. But it was phenomenal. We had so much fun. We streamed the whole thing. I really want to go hard for Rebirth. I've got a few days off around the launch. I'll be streaming as soon as I'm allowed, effectively, and we'll go from there. It's going to be really fun. It's going to be really, really fun. So Kafka, hopefully I will see you there. We shall see. We'll see what happens, but it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Allison, glad I'm still playing some Gwent. Yes, enjoying it for sure. I am indeed. It's obviously less of our stream life now, but that doesn't mean we don't love Gwent. Yeah, I enjoyed playing 16. To be fair, it just couldn't quite do what I wanted. Now, this has to go over here. No, because these have to go far left. So I actually want this on the back row, but it gives them the chance to heat wave it. So it's going to go there. 6. There's no point doing that yet. It'll be Novigrad next. That will have to go on the back row, much to my dismay. Yeah, and 16, there were things that really surprised me in 16 that I loved that I didn't expect to. There were also things that... What is happening? Oh my lord, it's the Kiki Queen. This is going to be fun. Can we outpace them for points? I guess we find out. I think so. I respect it, chat. I'll be honest. I'm here for it. I need to get my engines down yesterday then. Okay. This time on Dragon Ball Z. Oh boy. We're going to have a lot of points per turn very, very quickly. This is going to be fun. Hasn't played the cat yet, no. Has yet to play the cat. Here's a second Kiki Queen on the front row. Respect it. Okay, so it's going to be spend there. Play here. Tribute. Okay. Then this hasn't been procced yet, so I may as well hold off. Yeah, we're okay. This is going to be such a bizarre match. Oh dear. Will my engines prove sufficient is going to be the question. Because it's Flinders Crew next, because we've got the 3 counters. They're going to drop. Changes my horde spends significantly all of a sudden. My biggest worry is, am I going to have enough room? Because that's actually looking a little bit scary for us. Okay. Actually then. We want this kind of yesterday, so let's just spend the 4, play Flinders Crew, and now, as long as I'm at Horde 2, this should have been the other way around. We needed this back row, really. There we go. Every turn I can spend 7 coins? That seems a little busted, I'm not gonna lie. 7 coins a turn I can spend, and that's a little nuts. If I played this the other way around, it could actually have been 8 as well. This should have gone far right. Yeah. Jeez. Treasure hunters make that even crazier, yeah. But there's no... The board space is my biggest problem right now. So, what I need to do... I put this here, and there's a 50-50 as to whether it hits Kiki Queen or this Dora Grey. Right? Kiki Queen? Damn, chat. Harsh.
Quite fresh.
Hate to see it. Spend... Spend... I think we're still fine. But they should, technically speaking, have Kiki Queen. No. They've got Kiki Queen, but should they have Koshi? You picked a fight with the wrong kind of Skellige. Oh, wait, why didn't I spend? Chat, why am I like this? I just gave away like 12 points. Look how many they get a turn, though. Can we talk about this? So, let's... This is now procced. That's good. So, spend. Spend. Honestly, I don't need to gain the coins, right? That's kind of not great here. If I do... I guess... Gudrun is a decent number of points. And then, yeah, that's worth it because I'm gaining coins a lot in between turns, right? Yeah, I should be using her significantly more. Yeah. Oh, true. Yeah. That's a weird decision. So, again, it's... Infusing the Kikis doesn't help me, because I just then make it easier for them, right? Problem is, I'm going to have 2 turns where I can't play my cards.
The good old smell of seagull shit.
So... Doesn't it stop the boosting? No, not at all. No. Can't play cards but can still click? True. And that's what we're going to do. So... Spend. They're not going to kill anything annoyingly, right? But I think we're actually dead here. I don't think we can win from this point. Igni is going to hit... Oh my god, they give me a space? Why? Okay, so... Is Novigrad going to be more value than anything else? This now isn't worth... Whenever I gain coins, so I can use this and try and gain coins here then here, right? During the course of this. If I destroyed them, it would, yeah. I just don't have enough to destroy them, sadly. Spend there. Play here.
Hold now! We must negotiate.
You miss having 3 rows? Yeah, sadly I didn't get enough coins then. This was the wrong choice. Them turning this engine off is actually super smart. If this is anything that they can play, we're screwed. It's a heat wave. I actually lose as well, which really hurts us. If I just click the other option here, we're so much better off. Yeah, Treasure Hunter would have given me pings with Gund. Yeah. Yeah, I could. I was stacking infusions. I don't know if we ever get enough to get through the 3 armor. Like, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 infusions. Okay, the fact that organics trigger this is so good. Yeah, that was definitely winnable, guys. That was definitely winnable. It's been a long time since I've come up against the Kiki Queen, I think it's fair to say. But, love to see it. Newcastle City is 2-2. That makes me very happy to see that that's De Bruyne scored. Oh, God. Right, 1 more, maybe 2 more with Horde. Yeah, I'm not sure why they waited so long, honestly. I think that was well in the bag for them, but never mind. That was very winnable, but getting the combos of this Horde list down, even just where I placed those cards, cost me so many in that game, right? I lost so many points just simply for that. I'm happy to leave that alone. Normally... yeah, I'm happy to leave this alone. So, start off with Tiger's Eye. Thin the casino bouncers. Imposter is a tricky one, because if it is status Nilfgaard, you have to win the round, you have to bleed, and you have to get a couple of very, very key cards. Over on YouTube, Nature plays well. Nature's okay. Symbiosis is one of those decks that's regularly slept on, in my opinion. I don't think people give it kind of the credit it deserves, and it can do very well. For me, it's not in the highest tier, but that doesn't really mean a lot nowadays, so... I'm on the wrong coin. I want to see what they commit before I start just jamming. Northern Realms really isn't in a good space right now, no, sadly.
It could very well be the deal of a lifetime.
I don't think Sesame's worth it for us here. Instead, we're just going to kill this off. And wait. But Kiki Queen's one of those lists that's always been very fun. Oh, okay, so they just want to leave. That's good.
I shall not repeat
Mia's mistakes. This will take me up to 8.
This shovel's big enough.
Of course, that's where my mistake is. I keep forgetting that the Treasure Huntress is on my side of the board, so I would gain a coin to do the extra... yeah, like, we should have had, like, an extra 10, 12, 13 points a turn if I was paying attention in that last game. I'm a little deck to pro. Yeah, I mean, that will still work. It's just, is it the deck you actually want to play, I guess, is the question, right? I'm happy just to play the Sea Jackal double spend. We gain a coin at the end of turn, so I go back to 6. That's kind of nice. And I've got... it's definitely statuses. Oh, boy. We've now got to play. Okay. Okay. And again, it's a terrible matchup because I give statuses and to myself, and now this card, in its existence, completely destroys that. It's just honestly infuriating. Spend again. I probably will play Madame if they give me something. Okay, so I now have to play Madame. Because it's worth it for us. See, I don't want to spend here now. I'm going to have to either over-profit. We'll do this. Bare Knuckle Brawl is very welcome. That's okay. I'm -3 here. So I'm all right. They're never going to pass. And I'm going to have to give Madame pretty quickly. But there was an argument, and I probably should have just played Javed instead and protected. But I'm not losing on even against this because it's just the end of the game if we do. So we'll double thin, have the engines and the spender. We will use this to 6, play this. Oh, now failed experiment could be enough to make them consider their choices. If I spend the coins and move it onto the dame, of course. But I'm actually now not ahead either. Oh, yeah, okay. So that's not great, but I have to push either way. So we're going to do exactly that. Okay. So. Yeah, and he might, yeah. He may well do. Don't worry, Lilith. It's all good. It's all good. And I don't mind that. It's absolutely fine. I'm in a situation where basically I'm going to try and grab scenario here and go. Try and get my... Okay, there are no bad choices. Let's go. Okay. Great. Here we go. Problem is I don't get the passive engines from this scenario that I'd have liked, right? Maybe, actually. Maybe. This. It's gonna be tough to get ahead. Masquerade Ball. I don't think I have the time to heatwave that right now.
Control the docks, control the city.
Right. Okay. That's fine. It's now this into this into this. That takes me to 9. So what I need to do here is spend... Because I can't even use this. That's what really annoys me, right? This will give me 3 more coins again. Then we drop the Flinder to make it worthwhile. Masquerade Ball in itself isn't strong. This one card that it spawns is the slow removal, considering how many ways around it. That's the card I needed rid of. That's the strongest. This is nuts. Like, this is craziness. Look at the amount of value that just played for. It's wild to me. Okay. But I'm willing to go another turn, honestly. As weird as it looks, more than willing to go another turn. Play. Kill the tallest. Oh, no. Chat, what am I doing?
Wait till you got more stories with me.
I should have not spent first. Damn. Chat, that was so stupid. Damn, damn, damn. Okay. It's my own. I misplayed that so badly. Brawl Stars, welcome to the channel. Because this should have been dead. That, however, is really nice. That's really nice. Yeah, and chapter 2 is amazing. Okay, that's... Is that my heat wave now?
Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one?
Let's see. Okay, so now it's this. Oh. This. This. And... So this dies. That's what you're trying to do. Gatling gun. Let's go. Now, does it try to gain the coins and still happen? That's where it's going to be crucial. No, and that's where it sucks. Because we have a full pocket of coins. It's almost counter synergy with itself. So it's great while you're playing, and it's useful once it's useless when you pass. That's so bad. It's great while you're playing, but because we can't gain the extra coins, it really, really punishes us. Right? Because we can't gain the coins, none of it's happening. Damn. That's really, really frustrating. Almost as frustrating as Manchester City scoring a last-minute goal. Passive end of turn spenders. There are lots of passive end of turn things, but not end of turn spenders, unfortunately. Okay, so this is 8 points with jackpot. I should have spent to 0. I think you're right. In fact, you're definitely right. This is 8, this is a spender, and this is an engine. This is probably better overall. I think I need more than 8 points. That's probably going to be more value. Card down, they still have leader. Yeah, that's not great. The fact they didn't even have to give leader there, we definitely should have spent down to 0. I think you're right. We'd have got an extra turn of the damage. Don't think it would have been enough to make a difference, but I have to kill that, right?
Best commodity in town, I swear it.
Great.
You feel a draft? Let me shut the door.
I mean, this could give me damage. Spending offensively is worth more, right? So, I think Saul is a 7, and then it gets locked. Guaranteed, right? It's a 7 and it gets locked. I need 2 spenders here. So, Saul de Navarrete, goodbye. Because I need to play this next in the hope of finding the dwarf that got rebuffed. I think. Hytham, Syndicate is one of those very weird lists that can feel exactly as you're describing it. It's a bit of both. This is also just not what we're looking for, right? They're the worst lists of spenders. Like, this is terrible. I can't take this because they literally kill it. They used all locks. Yeah, I'm not worried about locks. I'm worried about poisons. I will take the Oxenfurt Guard. But... and hold. Syndicate's the most complicated of the factions to play by quite some distance, which is the reason why it can feel both great and terrible. A lot of people don't always think it's worth effectively. Oh my god. The amount of effort that it takes, in a nutshell. Yeah. It's so annoying. But because I don't think Syndicate's ever actually terrible. Oh my god, that so could have been a win. If we pick something half decent from this, we're winning that game. That's heartbreaking. GG. Okay. So, how long have I been going with this list? All right, we're going to give this a little bit more. The round 3 hurt us. This game wants to play 3 rounds, right? This list wants to play 3 rounds, but it also wants you to have had 7 coins at the end of a turn in all 3 rounds. So I feel like it wants us to win round 1, play round 2, give scenario in round 3, but the fact that the scenario synergy with itself hurts it really is quite frustrating, because you're limited as soon as you pass all of the engines you spent so much setting up are worthless. Which I don't love. I don't love. Okay, easy mulligans, brick, brick, brick. Perfect, much better. No thinning, however, has been established just yet. So... do I fish for a casino bouncer from something like a plunder early on? And if not, we just have a spender on board? I think so. Love an Eternal Fire Disciple early on. Nice little 200% value spender. I think Madame's going to have to go in this round, but we'll see. I know I mess up so many times in that round too. If we could have killed their engine first, and like we were in such a good spot. Oh, cheeky beagle. Okay. Okay, sure. You don't want the bloodthirst? Now that doesn't surprise me. They're also devotion. Well, they're running. Yeah, so this is probably devotion. Probably. I knows it well.
Remove his cowl, then his ears.
Not convinced. This usually wants to drop a couple of Highland Warlords and go away, right? If they've got a handful of raid cards, they might, but they usually want more going on in the graveyard for some of their interactions. So again, I'm holding off on giving Madame super early. Okay, we get a stunning blow. Honestly, I'm fine with that. So, Firesworn plus Human isn't going to be great. But, willing to do this, into this. I'm going to go back to 5 coins here straight away. Open Sesame super early could be okay. I don't think we need it, honestly. Let's just take this. I'm gonna go... I'll go up to 8 here. What's the answer to tier? Heatwave. Honestly. It's just my Heatwave. There's not much more we can do. So, and obviously they will like a round 3 tier. But it's not really a... The thing is, initially you feel like it's the right card to Heatwave, but honestly they don't really... They don't swap more than 1 card in a short round with the tier, so I'm always a little bit tentative on that. That's strange. But okay, opponent.
Yes, you. Have you made your offering?
Do I Shady Vendor front row now? Look for another spender? I think so. Fail to find the spender. Love to see it. We're getting our coins back too, so I actually think maybe this is the best choice. But killing this doesn't help me. These all suck. Flaming Rose. We have too many coins. Once again. Fine. Because obviously I'm trying not to grossly over profit here. So I almost feel like I have to decree a Sea Jackal, which feels horrible, but... gameplay of Hellblade 2 and Avowed on the 17th. Nice! That's going to be good. That's going to be really good. That's very exciting. We'll have to try and take a look at it if I'm live on the 18th. Might be. Don't know. Okay. I don't want to give Madame. Especially. But as soon as I do, they go away. We both know that. Well, we all know that, right? Nothing else here feels worth playing. But she is so many points across a decent sized round. Opponent needs 9. Lots of their... If they have another Bear Abomination, they have 9. Frankly, my dear, I don't give Madame. I honestly think I pass. I honestly think I pass. Yeah. I think it's just not worth the commitment. 9's not the easiest thing for them to grab in round 1 without silly commitment either. Honestly, round 1's tough for this list. No, they don't want to give us. They don't want to give me tier right now. It's the first version. They could, sure, but do they really want to use it for carryover? No. For Kusha, can't. Bear is 8 because there's no 3 power unit. Facts. Actually, Bear isn't enough because it's 3 damage, but there are no 3 power unit. No, there's that they can kill. Yeah, because they'd have to kill this or this or this. They actually give me the tier. Amazing. That's fantastic for us. That's so good. This was the only card I could think that would get them out without giving me leader. I will take it. And if they pushing hard round 2 is good for us. We like a 3-round game, right? And now one of their biggest threats doesn't exist. I mean, honestly. Okay, lack of these 2 is frustrating, and lack of the 2, lots of thinning as well. Problem is, and my worry here is, if I mulligan something, I end up drawing into the one thing that bricks, right? Equally, they could say, you know what, I'm gonna pass. Show me 9 coins in 9 points, 10 points in 1 turn, right? Which would be difficult for us too. I had to mulligan her because otherwise it was another brick. Just realized on that last second I had no other choice. Wow. Okay, they're going in. I'm going to open straight away with Madame then, I think. Actually, I could be convinced to Javed. Let's Javed first. Yeah. Alazar Vint, of course. Right, I now need this at 4, 5 before I can do anything about keeping it alive, right? So if I spend 4 coins, I'm on 1, 2, 3, it's just enough. Because the next turn's going to be Madame. The reason I'm doing that is I'm playing around a second Primal Savagery. Obviously, they can still kill Scarab, but I kind of want the Spender alive, right? How are things, Seraphim? Good to see you. And how many of you have been playing Gwent this month? If so, what has been the list that you've enjoyed the most? What have you been playing since? What do you think is good? What do you think is too good, or we're seeing too much of? Like, what's around right now that you're seeing? I'm curious. Do tell. Oh, that War of Clans is hideous. That's amazing. That's so good. Lurking while cooking dinner. Played Yargo Crack. Oh. That's so bad. They clean up our Okay, they get rid of the spender. All right. I'll take that. Carapace, air and die. Oh, Spud. Ugh. Sorry to hear that. That's not it at all, my friend. Very sorry about that. Okay, this isn't an engine that's on because I've got no coins. NR Witches? Yeah, NR Witches isn't enough, unfortunately. It hasn't got, whether it's the Golden Necker version or the normal, it just isn't quite good enough. Raxix, you jumped back 3 months ago. Muta Siege Demoven got gutted. Yeah, it did. It's been absolutely destroyed, bud. I think there's a decent version of Siege Kimbolt, maybe more Order Engine Kimbolt that still can be half decent. And Monster Cat Koshi, really? Interesting. I wonder why that's back. Horde and Battle Trance, nice. Okay, they give us Harold. I think I'd probably commit this then. Yeah, keep playing those cards, Chief. They're going to get a pass from... If I play this, they pass, correct? So I almost want to wait one more turn because I have 3 options for it. And this won't be usable this turn, but it will next. What do we think? Because I don't really want to give Flinders Crew. But if I play it, they are going to go away. Tia's already gone. Harold's already gone. Let's find out if I'm right, shall we? Let's find out if I'm right. Yep, thought so. You face Rot Toss. Wow, that is unusual. So they didn't play a card, which does leave me stuck at 6. This is only going to be 4. I have to... I need 7 points as a guarantee. This is only 4, 5, 6 of those points because chapter 1 isn't good enough. I play this, it takes me to 6, but it's only 4 points in itself. If I then spend, it's not enough. Boom. Not running Redanian, no, we didn't have the space. We didn't have the space for Redanian, sadly. Because we needed Decree so that we could grab Madame. I do like the Redanian version. But, okay, now our thinning finally turns up, and of course all in one go. You aren't really the one now. This is great. This is exactly as bad, actually slightly better, and you are much better. So, okay. Let's start with Novigrad. Because why the devil not? And let's see what they've got. Because getting my horde value with Flinders Crew could just be the way. Oh, you're now my heatwave, huh? Having to kill Drake Bondu that way feels awful. But for Kusha into some gigantic Tursach invader is going to be really depressing. It's a huge amount of points, right? Let's see. It's worth 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's an 11-point heat wave. Without last say, I don't get to heat wave the Tursach. I suppose they're going to do it early. Chat, this is tough. Tia went in round 1. They used Tia in round 1, so no. On that front, we're okay. Tia and Harold have both been played. That was the only. I made a reasonably decent read, and it was the only card that would have got them out. So I knew on that front we were okay. I think it's this now.
There'll be plenty of coin to go around. Twice. How many sweets could I get for a diamond?
Oh. Get to 7 coins. Yeah. I should have. I thought I'd already done it in this round. I thought I did it last turn. Clearly, I did not. I thought last turn we were already at 7 between the turns. Evidently, I was wrong. Because that's 3 points plus a horde screw up. Right? That's not the right kill, my friend, but thank you. Okay. So.
If the ring won't come off, just take the whole finger.
Let's do that. Then it's this. And protect. Okay, that's brilliant. Then it's these two, right? I guess. Or is it actually? They haven't killed them again, so I guess then I'm greedy too?
The good old smell of seagull shit.
It's not worth using this now though, right? Spending 3 to get 2 coins when I haven't got the synergy just isn't worth it. It doesn't help me. If they play Regis in our back row, honestly, they deserve our respect. Because there's no benefit the other side because we don't have it anymore. Other than because we gain 1 coin between the turns, so I'm going to gain 2 coins between the turn. Sure. I don't want to is the problem, right? Because it costs me 3 coins to get more than that back, effectively. It's more using the candle to spread, I think, is our best bet, right? Okay. Oh, and they've got just enough to kill the... Not quite enough bloodthirst. It's great for us. But I think, isn't this 13 points now? Of course it is. Of course it's exactly 13, chat. And I wanted to do this a couple of turns earlier, and I should have done. As it turns out, yeah, we are dead. Dead. No chance, chat. No chance at all here.
Think this shovel's big enough?
Makes no difference. Okay, so against any kind of control, we're screwed. Oh, wow. So, this version of Horde really doesn't feel like it's it. It feels like it's close. But even when it's going well, it just doesn't... So... I've got... today is not an Igor day, I'm afraid. Epiroth, welcome in. How you doing? So, where are we struggling? In Search of Forgotten Treasures is super fun. But, because it's Chapter 1, fills the pocket, we don't get the coins at the end of a turn for the treasure huntress sort of combo with Gudrun. It's really frustrating. Like, really frustrating. I was hoping that the buff, because the change to these, the two 4p thinning cards, has made, it's absurd in terms of the amount of value that it adds, right? It's absolutely crazy. But Horde itself, like, I suppose the other thing I should try then is just to go, okay, you know what, let's play Passiflora then. Let's see if the Passiflora version is actually doable. Because I think Passiflora is just worse than In Search of Forgotten Treasures. But it is more engines, it's more coins. If I cut In Search of Forgotten Treasures, means I cut Flinders Crew. A jackpot version, I don't feel like Horde works as well as I'd like with jackpot. Cut it for Igor? No. Igor's a very different list, right? What are you Igoring? You going Igor Crimes? Because, yeah, no, I'm not feeling it. I'm sure it probably is playing more consistently than this, scarily. Right, we're going to try it this way. They all go, that goes. Blind Eyes, we're looking for then, are going to be, we now want a second one of those. Down here. And now I actually can fit the boat. And instead, we're just a 2-round engine deck, right? I'm going to try this version. Let's return to the Passiflora and go from there. I have saved the Igor Line Pockets deck because I like crimes. I think Igor's funny. I think the change, like the Horson Senior, obviously, with the cut-up lackeys is nuts if you can pull it off, but it's too gimmicky for my liking. But that's exactly the problem I had with Horde just now. It already was, right? Townsfolk are one. Yeah, Townsfolk Igor is always fun. Still need Candle. I think you always run Candle in Syndicate, in my opinion. I think as a spender, it's just too good value not to. I've got a spender on the board that can protect my defender going into a new round. It's just, you know, not having spenders is how Syndicate loses, and Candle is a completely different kind of problem. So that's why we kind of stick with that there. Let's see. Okay. So I've got to play this completely differently than I currently have been. Igor Idoran? Oh, Lord. Yeah, I can imagine. Both of the early thinning is great. I don't want two shady vendors. Oh, why did I take the last mulligan, chat? Why did I do it to myself? Does anybody know? Anyone have any information? Because we're now getting out of this round pretty quick. Syndicate Poison Deck dead? Asks Hytham over on YouTube. No, not at all. That list's actually really good. I can't do anything about that with this list, right? There's no Syndicate crime card that's like hit the low, like, right? There's nothing that Shady Vendor can do about Saskia. I'm going to say no. Aha! And I think I'm willing to... I'll click and give Saul next turn. Probably. Because I can't use any of my tributes now anyway. But equally, we need to get out of here. This is just Harmony. Right? It's just going to be Shiru Harmony? We'll give this version a couple of tries, then we're going to see if Witcher Skellige can do anything. And Lumia, yeah, I'll play enough this season to jump up to pro rank. I'll play actual decks at some stage. Today was more of the things that got changed, how worth it, or how good are they, basically was kind of the point. We made lots of changes. Were any of them worth it? Oh, and the boat as well, let's go. So we've thinned 3 cards this turn, which is really nice. This will obviously keep coming at Horde 7 now. Face Neverhood playing SK Witchers. Well, we've built an SK Witcher deck, but I kind of just threw it together. So we'll see kind of what becomes worthwhile. And this is a pass for me. I lose on even if we don't, right? And the longer this goes, the better it is for them. If they have a second poison, they'll use it. If they don't, then either way, they're having to find a good chunk of points here to get out. They probably just have the second poison. They do. It's definitely worth the pass. More than happy with that. We thinned enough. We can now get rid of our brick. Boat being at 4 power, I'm okay with. Yeah, I don't mind that change. Portal is mine, but I also tried to get people to do it, so, you know, I'm always going to think that. My mulligans are now risky because this does have 1 of each, which means I'm just going to leave it alone. Decree at this point is for... Okay, Lockfian has to get heat waved. Absolutely. Thank you for playing, though, opponent. I appreciate it. Ba, 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 ba. The scenario above is interesting. Okay, I'm now going to decree a Shady Vendor to try and kill this.
Ever consider becoming a court jester?
Sure, you could just keep saying things, opponent. That's cute. Decree, Shady Vendor. Front row has enough 4p removal for us to find none of it. That's great. Love that. Oh. Okay. Okay, boat's jumping back out again. Pain. And I had a Shady Vendor in hand. Because I forgot the Shady Vendor was in hand. Dilly-dally. Yeah, I forgot I hadn't seen it. Yeah. That's the predominant reason. But if they play below 7, we literally are just gonna Madame and go, I think. Maybe... Let's see what they do here, because this is still their chance to get out. And the long round they might think is better for them. No, they shouldn't, right? They should play. They should always play and just build up the owl. Yeah. Cute. Okay. Ethan, thank you for the YouTube sub. I appreciate it greatly. Don't really care about that. We overprofit way too much, so I'm going to go for the front row again.
Best commodity in town, I swear it.
Do I have any other options? Maybe, right? Okay. I was fishing there either for 4p damage or the Eventide Plunder, honestly. Didn't get either. And now they click this is really, really bad for us. Passiflora doesn't get me ahead, but might get them away. However,
How many sweets could I get for a diamond?
willing to do that. For now. They're going for Shiru 9. Okay, cute. I'll take the Shiru being gone. That's no problem. Thank you, opponent. I give Madame now. Doesn't get me ahead frustratingly, but... Or does it, actually?
I'll consider this my tip.
I've just got to spend... just enough to be ahead by 1. Beautiful. Let's go. Simless into double backup plan. Okay. So she's going to die, but I am getting coins for each time they click one of these for now. Nice. Can they... They can kill the spender. They can kill the spender here. Yeah, which is what they choose to do. That's... it's a little problematic. It's a lot of points. Do I give Passiflora? Well, I think I Novigrad first, right? This, Jean, this is the patch where most decks can be played so far. I actually disagree quite a bit. I think a lot of decks have been removed this time around that I'm a little bit sad about. I needed a spender here, and I needed a better spender than that. Yikes. I've got no extra poisons. That's really, 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 really bad. Like, really bad. No, we're not running double scenario. We cut one of the scenarios.
Sleep, my champion. Rest now.
Yeah, we cut a scenario. There's definitely people playing different stuff, which is cool. I'm not convinced that I think we've removed more decks than we've increased. Oh. Okay. Yeah, we're in trouble here. Ouch. No spenders is absolutely fatal for us. Like, we are just absolutely up a creek with no paddle, right? Because I just can't find value from anything here. I've got 3 points a turn, and I gain a coin, but it's not worth it. Right? And obviously these are bonded, so if they choose to play, I'll make a decent amount. They should... Can we buff it to 13? Yeah, it's on my list. Toon! Can you make one about the best ones? Yes, I'm certainly considering it. Oh, they play. A bird wasn't big either. Yes, my friend, I'm certainly working on that as a concept. Ugh. Unfortunately, however, this game is beyond us. Not much we can do. We do end up... Ugh, that's terrible. Okay. Losing the first round to Harmony. I did draw badly, but... I think... All-in Horde... Still not it. Honestly. All-in Horde still not the one, chat. Yeah. And what's... I think both... The Passiflora's not good enough trade for provisions, and the other option... is counterintuitive for itself. It's great if you could set it all up in one turn, but you can't. And by the time you set it up, you're getting all of your coins back every turn, which turns off all of the things you were doing. So you... This deck wants to win round... Like, the first version I had wants to win round 1 in 3 cards. It wants to get to 7 coins at some stage. It wants to win round... It doesn't care about round 2, but it needs to get to 7 before it passes. And it wants a 10-card round 3. Like, it's just so many things, right? Like, Frontier... Like, Horde can win. but you're not actually going deep horde mechanics, I don't think. I think if you go super mid-rangey, it can be good because horde itself has points, but I don't think it's great, if I'm being honest. Like, of the games we've played, I could have won several that I didn't, because I think with Syndicate decks, one of the biggest things is you kind of have to give it, instead of 1 or 2 games, you have to give it 5 or 6 to get used to before you get into it. But the Passiflora version has more engine hit, but those engines are so power crept and slow now that they just, by comparison, don't feel worth 14 provisions. This, because of the way the Chapter 1 works, giving you all your coins back, it turns Gudrun off, effectively, which also feels kind of bad. So, as it stands, I can't really recommend Horde. Like, can you win? Yeah. You can definitely win with it. No question there. And this is by no means the perfect set of versions, the 2 that I've kind of shown, but I think you're having to try, like when you play Syndicate, you're already having to think more times than your opponent on average. You really have to get everything together to consistently win, and I don't think against someone who, like, the higher the rank, the less likely you are to win with Horde, is the way that it feels. So, and when there are much better Syndicate options, for me, so far, not it. But I'm open to suggestions. That's all I'm saying. Right. Chat, I need to make a drink, and I need to run to the bathroom. So, as a result, I'm going to go and do that, and I'm going to give you guys a best of Lionheart, and because I'm feeling oh so generous, I'm going to give you a keg game as well. A keg game is your chance to win a free sub. Line Pockets is still really strong for me. The 2 crime lists are still the best, I think. Chat, you may have not, maybe you're new here, maybe a keg game hasn't happened. Now, unfortunately for our friends over on YouTube, there's not really anything I can do for you, I don't think. But I can try. But this is a chance to win a free Twitch sub by guessing one of the 3 cards that's behind. It's a blue card, but you have to make a unique guess. So JCM, for instance, has taken Eventide Plunder. Means you can't. You know the drill, and if you don't, feel free to ask in chat. I will be maybe 3 minutes. Perfect time for you to stretch your legs, grab a drink, maybe run to the bathroom, and then I will be back, and we will play some Skellige Witches and see if they have a better chance. See you shortly, my friends. Like a neutral one, which they would have had to do, I guess. So, we're just going to Doomed Maddock now. See you later, chap.
I know where you're called.
Nice knowing you. Always good. It doesn't mean to say they won't in future. You play Dagger. Oh, that's very greedy. That's super greedy, Kazumi, but good fun, and certainly something that's been around before. I think with that, obviously, you know you need to play like a defender to protect it, but against lists that can reset, like Yerden, they will just let you do it and then go, cool, I'll take your points back. But Dagger and old great swords used to be very problematic. They were so strong. Fortune Teller or Squirrel.
Watch this.
I'm watching. Maddock stands. Right, Shield Wall hasn't got Maddock, so I don't need this card. Hey, we found the Witcher! Poggers! Tool removal should be limited to things like unsafe. Well, they've got the jewels. They don't run things like Pred Dive. They can't run traps. Uncover this poor man's body again. Seems fine. Resting. Shoop is... No. No. Knickers is best boy. Shoop is bestest boy. Knickers best boy. Even though Knickers is actually a girl dog, I believe. But yes, Shoop is bestest. Not the same. Not the same. Moondust. Now, I just had a conversation with you all about how this couldn't possibly be Maddock. Chains will be eternal, you kinky bitch. Don't tease me. Don't threaten me with a good time. Ha! Screw all of you that aren't me. Yes. Doesn't Damien just get yoinked? They can't steal mine because they're enslaved 6, so they can't run Yennefer. Oh! I know my first card, chat. Oh, I do not get GG'd here. Oh my god,
Please don't do it.
swim! No! Oh, we're in so much trouble. Oh my god. Oh no! I'm literally
Mama,
dead.
ik heb een grap gemaakt. Ik heb gemaakt grappies.
There is nothing I can do other than hopefully let it push me. Oh, they've already got 9 points, so I'm pretty much guaranteed I can't win unless that's a completely dead card. Oh my god. RNG gods, do not let me down. Oh my god, I've won. I freaking won. Yes! Woo! Rank 20! We've got it! That is what I'm talking about. That is... Sorry, can someone just confirm for me? Not this noise. Gwent, right? I didn't mean to do that. Oh my god, I feel so guilty. Hello.
Hi, chat.
Hi. Come over here. This way. Hello. Yeah, that's what I used to sound like when I used to work in the Black Country quite a lot. I'd spent 3 years working in Darlaston, and I kind of absorb accents sometimes. So, yes. Hey, Wolfsbane, how you doing? Good to see you, good to see you. I can see a fair few guesses coming in for the keg game as well. Love to see it. So hopefully one of you is lucky enough to win. Let's go back into Gwent and see if anybody wins. I can see a Tursach Invader, the Confession Extractor, and of course, Radovid's Royal Guards. Do I owe anybody a sub? Yeah, when I first started working there, Snake, and I mean this, I genuinely couldn't understand what people were saying. Like, I had no chance at all. Yeah, it looks pretty rigged. Amazing. Unlucky, chat. Unlucky. Okay. So we're now switching. We're now going to go and start with this deck instead. Now, this is... I'm open to changing this pretty quickly, honestly. Because I love the portal, and I think Sunset Wanderers makes sense. I think Ivo's really good in this deck too. Thinning and consistency. I am running the discard package because I think every Skellige deck should. Yo! Revenant, wait. 30 months? I think that might be something brand new and not, in fact, a red tie. My new favorite Prime Gaming subscriber, Restless Revenant, thank you for the 30 months. Type something in chat for me and let's just see if you just got a green jacket. Because that could be 30 months. Oh, okay, still red tie. You are red tie. Is that first time red tie, actually? That is first time red tie. Let's go. Cesium, my favorite Prime Gaming subscriber is the most recent. So, I mean, you could take the title if you had a Prime sub, you know? That's all I'm saying. The rainbow tie is gone. Revenant, congratulations on joining the Red Tie Club. Yes, that's right. 36 months for the green jacket. Oh, love to see it. Now, I really appreciate that. You have, Cesium. It's lovely to see you, though. Welcome back in, my friend. I hope life's been treating you okay. You've been gone a while, actually. You have been gone a while, months, if I'm not mistaken. Well, I hope life's been treating you well. Since you were last here, things have changed quite substantially, if I'm not mistaken. I'm married. I live with my wife. Life, who is Ghost Aria.
Hi.
Hi.
Who are we talking to?
Cesium. Long-time follower. Yeah, I know. Life's very different than you might remember. So, yes.
And hi Zoe as well. Hello everybody.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Your software engineering master's eating up your life? That sounds good. Yeah, it's very different. Yes, we now live together. We're married. Yeah, life's pretty damn great. I'm not going to lie.
I'm going to do the block cannon.
Okay, have fun.
Love you.
Love you too. So yes, Zoe, I can imagine as well moving from... That's two very different accents, honestly. Zoe says, hey, and asks when the interviews are.
23rd.
The 23rd. I already knew. They're in my diary as well. I look insanely happy. I am, my friend. I am. It's yes, and yes, chat. If you have the cat hats, come on. You've got to show them off. You got to show them off. We're going to play some of this SK Witcher list. I feel like it's by no means the best version yet. We'll work on it, and we will see what happens. I've gone with Unod so far. Could be convinced he's not right. We'll find out together, shall we? Actually, the one thing I actually have just thought, I did take out Vesemir, Mentor, but we do swarm enough that I think he's actually worth it. I think Ves should be in. Is Ivo necessary? Ivo's just good, honestly. Ivo's just pretty good. But how many times do I play extra cards, I guess is the question. Kertrold is 1. So that could potentially be 2 in a round. Selective Mutation could be another. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. I guess Ivo for now can go. Noel, hello. Welcome in over on YouTube. How are you doing? Waltz, good to see you. Trigger Happy, how's the player base after the shift to community balancing? Kind of too early to answer the question, but honestly, it still feels like I'm never struggling to get a game at any point in any rank at any time, which is really nice. I'm very much not enjoying some of the decisions coming from that balancing, if I'm being honest, and I think a lot of them are... And it's mostly because my expectations were wrong. I expected this to be community balancing, which was stupid on my part. It's not that at all. It's soft rotation based on how irritated people are, effectively. So we'll go from there. Noel, you'll be copying this deck with any others I put out, so do your best. I'm working on it, don't you worry. I'm working on it. And I will keep trying for you, I promise. I'll keep trying. Any thoughts as far as the next council? A couple, but it's a bit too early to tell. If we're going with 4p thinning, every faction needs it. I think they should all go back to 5, personally. But it's either one way or the other. Passiflora needs to go to 13. The card's terrible. And a few others that I'd like to see changed as well. I think we consciously need to look at the fact that Northern Realms just doesn't really exist now as well. So, yeah. What subject? And I don't care if people agree with me or disagree with me. That's not really my problem. In my opinion, buffing thinning back to 4 provisions shows a complete lack of understanding of Gwent deck building. In my opinion, because it's super binary inclusion as a result. We used to have it, it was boring. And we now have it again, and it's boring. So it's just my point. But yeah. But I think that's a little bit too one-dimensional because lots of different people are giving their opinions on the Balance Council, which is good, and I like that. I want people to give their opinions on the Balance Council. And I don't think by any means it's just streamers from one region that are currently being followed. Obviously, the bigger the streamer, the more influence they're going to have. So, for instance, the biggest one from the CIS region at all is Nick. So he is going to have a bigger influence, but you can't also not level that chin. Obviously, he hasn't been around this month, so it's a lot easier to go, well, it's only what? But the reality is, you know, there are going to be people who influence it. That's not just going to be streamers. That's going to be people on Reddit. That's going to be... And it's normal that people are influenced by the decisions of others in something like this, in my opinion. So, like, I don't have an objection to that. And I think it's good, almost, that we have... And Nick's choosing them at random? Oh, Christ. But then, if that's the... So, let's say Nick comes out. I don't know if that's true, but let's pretend that that's the case, or let's say that's the case, right? Nick has said, I'm just going at random, rolling a dice, la, 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 la. If people then choose to take his votes and agree with them, that doesn't say anything about Nick. Right? Because the dominance tag is equal to or less. Nick is a Russian, very, very, very good Gwent player. Russian, obviously, as a result, hasn't completed in official esports for over a year, but has still been playing a lot of Gwent. Is very, very good. What's frustrating is when you lose games, not because of skill, because of your gold in your deck. Nick R, yeah. And that can be frustrating, but I think the thing to remember where that's concerned, realistically, Gwent is a game about deck building. So
No.
it's you're never going to find every card because you should be building to the rule of 16 anyway. The idea of having 4 provision cards are free in Gwent because that's how our provision system works. You have to have at least that, so they're basically zeros. As a result, it's really not the right play, in my opinion, to make thinning free because it makes deck building boring and one-dimensional, to me. Yo, Trigger Happy, thank you for the first time sub. Welcome in. Love to have you here. Really nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. Papa Vess is better. Okay, we're gonna do it. Welcome, enjoy the fancy suit, and if I say so myself, the best emotes on Twitch. Wolfsbane, you're waiting for Shin to return. Shin's a really cool guy, and we're all excited to see him come back. Witcher card with adrenaline kind of limits me to this nonsense. Okay. Ugh. Not loving the way this is going for us, chat. I won't lie to you. Okay, let's do that. Draw that. And shuffle. I don't think Hunod's going to be the guy here, honestly. And if he is, I can grab him with Quen, right? I think that's fine. Monsters had 4P thinners that didn't see play. True. But yeah. Shin's been doing good work. He definitely deserves some time off. He does. Okay. Let's burner. Draw. Okay. So the Witcher combo here is a little problematic. It's fair to say. Think I'm going to do this. Yeah. Edap, hello. Playing SK discard package. I mean, the discard package is just busted. It doesn't really work with... Oh. Okay. I want as many turns as possible this round, so I think I armor up, too. Because, again, it's more points for this, right? Actually, I need the damage for Unod, so I guess we don't. It's a shame, though. My Saturday's going well. People can deliberately over-nerf a card. No, Walt's me either. And that's honestly that's the start of the end of the game if people are going to keep doing that. For me, one of my votes will be to buff Compass, for instance, which I'm sure is deeply popular. Oh, okay, that's gone actually quite well. Managed to make witches work. This is our first game with them, bud. So far, not yet. Discard package certainly doesn't work with this, which is a bit of a shame, but c'est la vie. Also gets in the way of Portal, actually, because these also could come out now that they're 4s. It's just... ugh. Okay, this list, not it. We need to make some tweaks to make witches work. That's nice for them. Let's do this early too. Honestly, that boat, amazing. Sunset will draw it? Yeah, possibly. Possibly. I don't think it will though, because I'm a really skilled boy. It always draws coral, so don't worry about it. It draws coral every time, guys. Don't panic. Always draws coral. You'll see. You'll see. Just have a little faith. Because you gotta have the faith, the faith, the faith. Massive skill. Honestly, just watch. Just prepare. Just like, are you ready? Be prepared. Here she comes. Fuck. You see, Lumia, you did this to me, okay? You talked that into existence, you know? Like, that's something you did to us. And you need to understand that you're responsible for it. Yeah. I don't appreciate it. Panda cool. Yeah, me too, bud. I'm also nervous about some of the upcoming balance patch things. If I'm being completely upfront, you all know that. Yeah. I'm not convinced. Oh god, hang on, I've bricked Quen as well. Oh chat, why am I like this? Okay, this list definitely isn't it. We should have no way of winning from here, like at all. This is terrible. I've got a 2-point Quen. Okay, yeah, this list's not the one.
What are you gonna do, huh?
Yeah. So far I've got basically a 2-point card, a 4-point card, an 8-point card. This is decent. That's ballsy. Usually somewhere else it is, thank you, darling. Chat, you've got to remind me if I'm in the wrong place. Come on. I'm just gonna put Berengar up here. This ignores armor, which is actually quite useful. But if I could just hit Igon once. Let's see. No, cool. Just makes this worse. Love that. Love it. Never mind. I don't feel like this one's gonna go our way, though, chat, if I'm being honest. Yeah. I mean, that's good points. We didn't draw in the order we'd like. One of my constant problems with the discard package. Okay, so on this, I don't think the buffs to witches are anywhere near sufficient to make them worth running. I'm saying that already after one game, but the stuff for the discard package really does feel good, so... I tried it with NR first, honestly. It's actually worse with NR. The NR Muta Generator version, I've seen people go for like Muta 7, but I honestly just think it sucks. I feel like I don't have enough knowledge and experience. I mean, that's tough. I can understand that. Let's kill that off. No, don't apologize at all, my friend. I appreciate you, Lippy better with the buff discard package? Yeah, I think so. I do think so. I might play a compass list just out of spite. I can't believe that I'm literally just playing like 5.5 point. Look at this. Like, literally I have a... How have I missed those combination of cards? All right, we thin too much and discard doesn't work well with witches. Noted. Okay, goodbye. I don't know why I wasted so much time here, chat. Right, let's go in and let's make lots of changes, because that's just terrible. That's not the version at all. I'd like to try witches at least once when I feel like they're worth playing. So, Scalds, and that can go. Right. Cohen is a lot of fun. That I can agree with you. You don't have to do a full set of votes. You can vote for as few as you want. If you only want to see one change, you can vote for that one specific change and only that change. You don't need to give a full set. I think a lot of people perhaps misunderstood that bit. Is that, I mean, honestly, what else is worth? I love Arnachad, but without Defender, he's just not worth it. Eskel, destroy an enemy unit. So basically any non-Witcher. Arnagad Quen is hilarious. There's no way around that. Arnagad Quen is hilarious. I think I would like Hern Kaduch. Leo, maybe. Is Leo worth it? Because we haven't got enough damage to be a Bear Witcher Mentor deck. Axie. Ard's not worth it. I love Axie, to clarify. I really do. It's hard to set up, though. Leo probably is worth it for us. Eskel or Geralt? I love Arnagad Defender Sucrus. Yeah, Eskel's good removal, but now I don't have enough provisions, so... Something's got to give, right? I like Portal, I like Kertrold, I like all of this. I think... Yeah, Trial's okay as well, right? It's good for the 1 power. So 2 4s and a 5 are what I'm left trying to find here. Kind of find space for. Damage, something like a Drum and Berserker is pretty decent, because it might help set up the Unod. I also don't hate Primal Savagery, but we don't have enough setup for it. Could run something like a Gutting Slash. I think Sunset Wanderers is just worth it. I think it's good top end, honestly. Yeah, Vial's okay. Eskel's better than Unod. but he's also more provisions, right? Like Eskel's a 10. I think I'd... Unod's... If we're cutting that, are we not just running standard Gary, though? Honestly? Eskel, as the deck is only Witchers, he can destroy anything non-Witcher, basically. Is Sunset worth it without discard? That's a good question. It's definitely a valid question. I think just for pure tempo, yeah, probably. I think for pure tempo, probably. I'm not sure if Brockvar Hunters are the way to go instead of the Berserkers. Could be. Oh, true, I can't add humans, yeah. I can't add humans, or beasts in that case, right? So I just have to go for specials here, because otherwise Eskel's useless. Yeah, fair. Yeah, the more tags they've got, the worse they are for us. So we're effectively then adding Spores, Gutting Slash, probably. I've got no engines that I care about here. Because, I mean, realistically, look, if we're playing Witchers, the fun way to play Witcher right now is definitely Arnachad. I'll try once like this. Yeah, D-Bomb would be immersive, yes, that's very true. Because honestly, I don't really want Sucrus particularly, but put Arnachad through just Quen and it's an absolute ton, right? We'll try this version first. Then I'll cut Sunset Wanderers and something to run Chad, maybe Defender, and we'll see how we go. All right? I think that's a good plan. Mentors, lots of damage. Yeah, I think that's realistically the way. You know what? I think that is exactly what we want to do. Because if we're running Mentors... Because this card is absolutely stacked, right? It's kind of nuts how good that is. If you're running Naval Supremacy and then ships, because these two are ridiculous. But if I'm doing that, I have to cut Sunset Wanderers. I have to cut Eskel. Right. And then... I don't think I can run Selective Mutation as a result. Probably. Let's cut the Spores, the Vial, and the Gutting Slash again. Let's... Mentors are good. Heron Kaduk for another Mentor is good. We need damage. Like, ideally, you'd probably want the Dim and Light ship then as well, but you don't want to risk... Because then we're going... Arnachad is coming in, right? For Chad Sucrus, which I think is brilliant. But... Freyas for more... Freyas are a possibility. I think Leo probably gets cut as a result. Yeah, the trio, it's good for thinning, but I don't actually know if it's worth it. And I don't think Vest Mentor's worth it now either, as a result. Yeah, you mean in this version, we absolutely do want to run... is he an 8 now? No, Gerd, yeah, you're right. Pedra, thank you for the follow. You want to run Offering of the Sea, huh? I mean, I can see it, I guess. Offering's kind of good. It's a weird set of things, though. Right? I think we need thinning and we need consistency. So Portal, yes. Caretroll, you'd be crazy not to run. I only have 2 Skellige ships currently. And I've got no way of grabbing these cards, right? It's just, what do we find? Which is pretty terrible. Because honestly, the list that we're now building probably doesn't run the Witcher trio, doesn't run Selective Mutation or Trial, and has basically gone back to the discard package, right? If we're being honest, I would say after all of this, none of them make the cut, which means neither of these make the cut. Maybe you keep Trial, but I don't think so, because we're no longer wide. Mardromes are great, yeah, for Arna Chad. Because if we're doing that, you want Freya's blessings. Do you want Otkull? You can't want Otkull, surely. We can definitely fit Otkull. Legitimately, yeah, playing witches is just don't. Yeah, the fact that we're not alchemy is what hurts us with that idea. Yeah, you're right. Okay, we're not alchemy, let's don't do that. So, but the Freya's blessings, maybe one Freya's blessing, but we've got too much mid-range tat. Like everything, this side of things isn't great, so I need consistency, and I can afford currently an Aneromancy, or I can afford to just put Sunset Wanderers in again. Compass is 11, absurdly, because people are morons. And no, that isn't too strong. Avalax Sage. Yeah, people wanted to buff it back to 9, so a group of people decided to vote to nerf it to 11 for an already unplayable card. It was genuinely the thing that nearly made me quit Gwent permanently. I will be voting it back to 10 in the next patch. I understand some people don't want to see it at 9, but choosing to break it is just... yeah, I can't get into it because I'll just get annoyed. How many witches legitimately have adrenaline at this point? Because right now, Selective Mutation only grabs me very little here. I suppose it grabs me a Bear Witcher, yeah. No, you see, I would happily see it. I didn't see any 10p Compass at all. I played all month and I didn't face it once. I like it at 9. I want it at 9. It was built to be at 9. I understand people want to rotate it out when they get bored of it. But it grabs Quen and Arna Chad. Yeah, it does. We need some removal, and I think that removal should be a Witcher, and I think it should just be OG Gary then. Right? But then with the amount of things we're damaging, maybe it is just a... Sangreal for Arna Chad. You could, but I don't have enough consistency as it is. I think my problem is I can't find what I'm looking for. Why are we running Sage? Well, I run 1, 2, 3 different options here for it. So I think that, a Nero, and then 2 4s. I want to get Portal down as early as possible, right? So I think this is probably better. A Nero and Sage, I think, is more worth it for the overall long-term consistency. With 3 different things, Avalax Sage into Portal early, super important for this list. I think. We only have 8 provisions left. But I think we actually take Mardrums then. I'm not convinced by Offering either, honestly. I think Offering could just be a hard brick for us. Realistically, I'm not convinced by Offering here. Personally, I think maybe even something like a Herkia Drummond would be better consistently than Offering of the Sea. I like the idea, Actually, Gigascorpion, because of the way that it's both now. This is a lot of provisions for consistency, I agree. I need one more unit. Facts, yeah, good point. Well, offering's got to go anyway then. Do we have Dow with Rock instead of Freya? We're not a reasonable Cosimo deck, I don't think. There's not a consistent pairing that makes Cosimo worth playing. So I'll skip on that. No, I can't. Instead of what, I only have 2 boats and we're running naval supremacy. Like, that would just be madness. We have no 4p boats, which I probably should have, but I can't go offering to the sea. I've only got 12 units. It has to be a unit. Yeah, I think we have to go. The problem is, if I go for the 4p boats, they can be thinned out by Portal 2, so I have to be careful. I think we have 1 Mardrum and 1 boat, and we always play back row, right? Always make sure Portal goes back row. I think that's fine. Now we have 13 units too, so I'm not... Honestly, I should just have flat removal, right? Shouldn't I just have Champion's Charge? I think that's much better with the Bloodthirst we're going to have than Offering. Because I think this is too risky. I'm going to take Champion's Charge. Yeah. I'm going to take Champion's Charge. Not convinced that Trial of the Grasses is actually worth it now I think about it. In fact, Trial of the Grasses really isn't worth it. What am I hitting? Like, it was worth it, but it's not now. That can then become Gigascorpion, right? Okay. Not witches. So, after much deliberation, a lock is also an option, but I think I'll go for Gigascorpion for now. And we'll see. After much deliberation on witches, all of the cards that were buffed aren't worth playing. Wild Boar might actually unironically end up in this list. Yeah, I don't actually think the Witcher Thinning Trio is worth it. I don't think there's enough points in it. For Students from Armor Up, I'm running a 6p card for the chance that I've played one of the 4p cards. Doesn't seem worth it. It was more so when I was playing the Blacksmith, I think it is. But yeah. Because there was a better chance I was going to have them, but yeah. I'm still really sad. So Vest Mentor buffs every Witcher on the board, or with Adrenaline 4, buffs every Witcher in deck, board, and hand by 1, right? I don't think that's anywhere near good enough to be worth doing. 10 provisions, 9 provisions even, I still don't think. I really wanted them to change that card to make it similar to Angus Breakery and buff future spawning students as well, because I think then at 10 it would actually be worth running in a couple of different lists. So we've got both of those boats in hand. So my mulligans so far, okay. So we've managed to miss a Nero, Avalak, and Portal here. Love that. And we're against, oh goody, it's Imposter playing Emir turn 1. All right, Chief. You do you. Sure. I don't think Trial is better in this list if we're going down the mentors being our main aim. But I think Mutation's worth it. Does 6 damage? Yeah, it does, but it does 6 damage to one thing rather than across multiple things, right? I've got much better chance of getting Bloodthirst. Nilfgaard statuses. The problem is, the list is fantastic, but for all the wrong reasons. It's really good because cards are missing text that they absolutely should have, right? Teshin Mutinous Sword is situationally better for sure, yeah. Guess I just play the boat. Like, this is just infuriating. Like, this card is stupid. So, first lock, no problem. I can't win this round. Like, actively cannot win this round. Draw a card with Adrenaline. I'm probably going to grab Geralt Quen here. And I'm going to put Arna Chad back because I'm always grabbing him from Quen anyway. I don't think, like, nerfing her down power-wise. At 6p, it's definitely better. Yeah, I agree. At 6p, it's definitely better, but... Alright, so I passing against this is typically losing. Right? Especially without... Because dealing with the scenario isn't the problem. It's dealing with Philippe. It almost always gets boosted quickly, yes. But I think Philippe Van Morlehem is the problem, not necessarily Dane. I disagree. Emir would be worse, but then Emir should also have been reworked. Emir's designed to be a spying synergy, not a Thirsty Dame synergy. Because he's designed, you can then use him for other statuses later on, right? He's to build up value for... either if you're using coup or if you're trying to get more statuses to be able to move statuses, blah, blah, blah. But Dame should never, ever have... Finally, Portal. Okay. Are they just playing that and passing for a long round? Thoughts? Do I play Portal anyway? Because it still thins both of them. I think so, right? Yeah. Philippe is the strongest card in status Nilfgaard. Like, you can bleed them and get Scenario. You can get Jean. You can get all that stuff. Oh, okay. They're just playing to get rid of cards. I see. But if you don't get Philippe, you're screwed. It is one of the craziest cards in the game. It should have been 2 turns, in my opinion. Jean, you'll see Jean in every status deck. We've faced him twice today. You know? It's not worth Philippe and Letho. It's not worth it. You don't need to. You've already won. Catriona's too slow, bizarrely. Catriona's too... It's a win more card. If Catriona sticks, you were already winning the game. So it doesn't tend to find much of a place. There are just better options. Yeah, he should have been cooldown too, and then he'd be fine. Why are we playing Scorpion? Random picks for Arna Chad, plus its removal for awkward engines, basically, are the 2 reasons. Anything worth a Freya's Blessing? On-crate Longship, maybe. This is giving me a boat. This is giving me Arna Chad. Avalak is going to give me Care Trolled. Amazing. Okay. I think I'm okay with that. So it will be naval supremacy into boat for turn 1. Oh, it's create and play? Why did I not know that, chat? In my head, that's play from your deck. I thought it was thinning. My bad. But at least the Bloodthirst is going to start ticking early. Masquerade Ball, that's fine. It's 100% a champion's charge target here. As crazy as this looks, that is worth it every single day of the week. Now they bring another. Fine. It's up at 4. I am Nero, and I have to Giga Scorpion and kill it. I'm thinking of Raiding Fleet. Yeah. This has to die. If it doesn't die, I'm... but then I need to use it on Philippe instead, right? So... am I thinking of Leader and possibly Gerd? Oh, fuck. Come on. Offensive Mardrome's better. There we go. YOLO Leader? Yeah, I think so. No, you're good. You're good. It had to be done. I know it looks ridiculous, and now they think this is going to stick. It's not. Because now I have a Nero for Giga Scorpion. Beautiful. And there's nothing else that kills that. So a Nero, Giga Scorpion. I can't take the 50-50. I want to take the 50-50, but I can't. I just have to kill it. I can't. I have to go for the 100% kill. I have to. There's no, you know. I just don't have another choice. Oh, look at my skill level, chat. Imagine being as talented as me for a moment of your life. I know it's tough. You know? Exactly, it's 2 points or the game. Here's Jean. Hello, Jean. Old Admiral Rompali. I have to use Gerd now. That's fine, that's cute. I love it. May as well get the max value. Then it's going to be Geralt into old Chad. Kill Jean. I can kill Jean with Hernkaduk. Yeah, I suppose we could have killed Jean with Hernkaduk. Still can, because there's only one. Yeah, there's only one status, so we'll do that now. With Care. Oh, we could do it with Care Trolled, yeah. By 2. Damage a random enemy unit by 2. I did the wrong thing. Chat, I did the wrong thing. Yeah. I clicked the wrong thing. I did that to myself. Yeah. Chat, it's fine. It's my own responsibility. It's actually, this is the worst possible target. Just so that we're all aware. Lots of Bloodthirst, though. I don't think Chad's gonna be the way. But let's find out. My naval supremacy is done, I think, right? It's gone now. So I think it's finished. Obviously it doesn't go there. So it's now gone, finished and done.
Not your lucky day. You wanna see a real sword?
Worth the heal here? They're running rot tossers? They're running yen. Chat, like, I don't even know what to say. Running yen. Like, unironically, running Yennefer. Disgrace. Freya's Blessing here. Probably, I think Bear Witch is the best option to hit this, right?
Bow before modern Freya.
Because it's the most points.
What are you gonna do? Huh?
This is a lot. But I think we're in trouble. Why are you bleeding that? Yeah. Opponent only needs 8. They should have it. They should have it. Oh, you hate to see it. You hate to see it, and it's that close. This was very winnable. If I don't mess up the this, we win that game. So, okay. This doesn't feel awful. I clearly played awful, but this doesn't feel awful. Okay. I'm going straight back in. It's closer than I think I thought it would be. Well, we're about to find out if it's better than Horde, because we're against Horde. Let's go. Right. The Avalak is amazing as a last grab because we can portal super early, jump that onto the back row, happy days. All right, let's see. Can our opponent disprove our theory that Horde sucks? Am I the problem? Is it me? Well, we'll find out together. Hey, Pedra, lovely to meet you. Still have hope for Gwent? I'll always have hope for Gwent. I really enjoy the game and always have. I have concerns about how the Balance Council will move the game into the worst places. And I think it's been made worse after each patch if you take like a macro view. But there's still plenty of time and we'll see how that goes. And we'll see how that... Okay, turn 1. My opponent is taking a line that I would personally not have taken. So, I mean, I respect it. I'm confused by it. I'm not going to lie. And, of course, I am just going to kill that. So, the game is fine. The players are the problem. I mean, honestly, that's pretty much what I said. No, what's frustrating... Gwent's the... It hurts me how much Gwent left on the table when the support was finished, because it was in the best place it had been. If I'm being honest, in terms of balance, diversity, potential, Gwent was the very best it has ever been. It's just such a shame that it went the way it went. Oh, they'll just go flat out Bincy. Let's go. Okay. Cute. 7 and let them overcommit. I don't think we can afford to do that. I don't think we can or even want to do that particularly. This list with round control, from my experience, seems to be that it's actually much better when it has the control. So, but I'm just thinning. I'm happy to play these cards. This I can bring back. This does good thinning. Using a single leader, I think, is worth it because it will get more from them. And it still gives me a shot in a round, where if I get the Bloodthirst, I just, you know, on red coin, I think it's fine. Like, I'm ahead right now. That's craziness. And they're fishing for spenders with an Eventide Plunder. Cute. Love to see it.
Officer's word.
That's not good spending value, my friend. But alrighty then. Early, let's go for naval. Oh. Cute. I'm happy with that. They can't even gain coins right now, and they need to find a way to get a spender on the board. I'm alright. Bincy's range locked, true. True. She is. It's okay. She is range locked, yes. This is something I'd forgotten about poor Bincy. We should definitely have moved her. You are all correct. Yeah. That one's on me, chat. You had this to... Hey, okay, so... Champions Charge Bincy is gonna be the plan. Yeah, that's what I'm here for. But I need one more thing with damage. So I think at the moment I just gird, get some value there, because the next thing they play has a pretty decent chance of not mattering. If they play here, Bincy's getting Champions Charged out of existence. And if they don't, I just a Nero Misc. Right? Did he just say bloody Gwent? Been there. Treasure Hunter, cute.
The good old smell of seagull shit.
Oh, and you give that the thing as well? You have to give it to the boat. You have to give it to the thing I don't want to kill. Well, we're winning this round on even. Pew! Excellent. Love it. And this is one of Horde's problems. It has to play into Tall Punish. Finding its spenders can be super awkward. Yeah. And this could... Bye, Bincy. So are you infuse Ale on a Crow Mother? Typically, yeah, because she doesn't boost herself, and when they remove her, it's awkward, because then she's going to come back, so the net value for you is better, right? So yes, it's one of the reasons why she's a good Ale target. Oh, wow.
Nothing tickles my teeth quite like a good secret.
Thoughts, chat? Care Trolled could be okay here, so could Kaduk. Kaduk's gonna do 3 damage. I don't think there's anything we, like... It is an honor, chat, my friend. We're respectable gamers over here. Okay. Opponent gets a pass if they want it. And I think they want it, which is amazing for us, because the amount they've committed here, if they choose this pass, they obviously have no spenders, right? Yeah, Mentor's for not. If they play here, Mentor is absolutely horrendous for them, right? Surely they have to take this as their pass. Surely. Okay, and they're making the Mentor worse for them, for me rather, which obviously is fine. Wheel of Fortune! Excuse me, good sir. So this currently is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's only a 10 as it stands, right? Still pretty decent, honestly. 10 points is fine. I'll play it front left, because because this will boost. There you go. We get the 10 though. That's fine. Don't really want to use Trolled. And again, I'm still... Nah, I don't think I want to. I'm still in a spot where a Neromancy is fine, honestly. Like a Nero for Misk, I think is worth it. Being able to just bop something next round when I push, I think is better. Yo, CD, it's lovely to see you. Inadvertently, that is typically the case, my friend. How the devil are you? I hope you're doing well. Right, I need 6 points. Which means I need 7 points. So, you are 8 points, right? So, this.
All that dancing about.
And that is just going to be sufficient to get us ahead. I hope you're doing well, CD. It's lovely to see you as always. I hope life's treating you well. Welcome to my Saturday evening. I know it's a bit unusual for us. There's now something in my eye. Apologies, chat. Let's do a little bit of fishing. Okay. I mean, that's pretty great, right? He was 7, but it was enough. Was he? I thought he was 8. Does he not do 3 damage? Is he only 2 damage? Have I been misreading that card? I know Seductress gained 1. This is 8, but Seductress gains 1. So, but I'd already counted for that. It's all good. Honestly, do I Hana chat here and just really upset them? Not immediately, obviously, but... Junior curling competition today, so lots of fun. Oh, I'm really pleased. Congrats. I'm glad it went well. I'm glad it went well. I actually think I'm going to Quen and drop it. Let's see what they do. Freya's Blessing would normally be for a mentor, but could honestly be for a second boat. Okay, boat's not coming out at 6, Chief. Oh, Anna chat. Oh no, this is still going. Boo. That's terrible news. Thought we'd finished it, chat. Thought we'd finished it. Just cost myself the oh, but we get the heat wave. Okay. I'll take the heat wave.
We serve her who is virgin, mother, and crone.
That's fine. That's fine. Yeah. So there's the scenario. We're definitely playing at least one more turn here, so we're going to use this to do that. And we're going to use Kaduk for that, because that gives me a decent amount of reach. What's happening with the balance changes? They aren't the best. For my opinion, the last round were almost universally weird, if I'm being honest. But I'm hoping we can fix that. Very hopeful we can fix that, actually. I mean, is it... Do I just kill it? I think we do, right? And now we just hold that for round 3. Because they're -2 on every card they play. Yeah, I think we get everything for sure. And I don't think that's enough. Yeah, it's not. Okay. Again, another example. They were double scenario, but Horde just not able to keep up. Which, as soon as they dropped the first scenario turn 1, it kind of indicated they were going to be both. But yeah. Here's the thing. We're still... The balance counts was very, very new, and the way people behaved in the very first one kind of echoed... We're going to have some backwards and forwards. We're going to have some weird decisions. We're going to have some things that I personally don't like, and that's completely fine. I've yet to see a good rational argument for some of the changes, because in my opinion there probably isn't one. And again, it's okay to vote the way that you specifically want. Yeah, this deck's already done better than the Horde deck item, yeah. Which is kind of sad. By kinda, I mean, but yes. Yeah, Cave Troll going to 6 power is absolutely something we're going to revert in the next... Well, I'm going to vote to change. I will 100% vote to buff that back to 7. Monsters Defender was already the worst defender in Gwent. It has no additional ability. So, like... Right? This is pretty easy because it's a Nero into Avalach. Avalach into Portal. Portal here. Yeah, Pope, same. And obviously that's not what I want to be the case. But yeah, I'm in a very similar, quite frustrated camp. But equally, I feel like then I want to play, because I'm making the judgment based on what I'm seeing and my initial reaction. I'm then trying to play to sort of question myself almost, you know, and go, right, okay, well, if that's the case, what else could have been done? Do I just kill the Vanadane here? Well, for me, that hasn't really helped Victor, because Nilfgaard, you saw lots of Nilfgaard, but there was a massive diversity in what that meant that isn't now. And I think that's really sad. I think I have to just kill Vanadane, honestly. Just accept it. Am I allowed to multi-stream? Yes, right, Banner. Multi-streaming is absolutely fine now. Anybody can multi-stream to Twitch, YouTube, and other platforms as well, if they choose to. It was a change that came in a few months ago, and we do now multi-stream. Yeah, there used to be rules that you couldn't. Twitch partners like myself weren't allowed to, but they are now. Hytham, there was the idea of gatekeeping it to a council of some description, but that comes with equal problems, because there's already a perception that a select few are influencing the decisions. I'm sorry, did you just pass on 8 cards, Farks? Have I gone back in time, chat? What's the date? Oh. So... Yeah. Hey, Gavin. It would be even worse. The perception would be... We know Farks. They're a good Gwent player, so I'm a bit confused. It happens. Yeah, so I think... Because obviously it was one of the things discussed, but A, that puts a lot of pressure on those individuals, which... rightly or wrongly, can be too much. You're then also kind of in a situation where, what if they leave? You know, which could very much happen. What if those people decide they don't want to play Gwent anymore? Well, that was a great set of mulligans. All of a sudden, then you're going, well, now we're in trouble then. Right? It's a really awkward balance, honestly. I should probably have clicked the stratagem there and just got rid of fodder. Yeah, Waltz, me too. Me too. But that's the one that upset me because it's stupid. The one that made no sense is the thinning buffs. Yeah, the thinning buffs confuse me because they're just demonstrably not a good idea. And it's a strange one for me. I'm going to play this boat again because that's their second trickster. There shouldn't be any more. Yeah, it's just a weird choice, honestly, because it just narrows deck build. Oh, wait, let him cook, chat. Let him cook.
Just look.
Let him cook. But at the moment, I'm playing, I'm enjoying myself. As far as obviously that's the case. Let's see. Incoming Will-o'-the-Wisps. That would be amazing. Yeah, there's been lots of questionable ones, but I can understand people making those decisions, because as much as the Reaver change was stupid, we also all went, yeah, okay, and we put it back, right? So, yeah. I'm hoping that people are now starting to realize quite how difficult it is, and how much harder than perhaps a few people might have given it credit for, that it is to actually balance a game like Gwent. You know? Because I think a few people might have not realized. So, yeah. Well, if it's got the lowest play rate, it should get buffed, right? That's a good thing. We want to see that.
Do not make me beg.
But the buffs aren't. That doesn't mean the buffs are in the right place, quote unquote. I think I want to grab Gerd here. Gerd will be good against this later. I see what you mean, yeah. But the things that got buffed in their defense in Syndicate were Horde and Jackpot, which are both terrible. Removal here is going to be a challenge now I think about it. We'll just do that. Oh, no, wait, we've got Caretrolled, we're fine. Yeah, I do think less hands, like too many cooks spoil the broth. The biggest problem for the Balance Council, in my opinion, is that because so many people are going in, there's no direction in what we're doing. It's just what gets through the most, right? Which is normal, it's understandable, but it's realistically, that's why, in my opinion, that we are where we are. Let me just Caretrolled. It should be this ship, right? Actually giving it armor. Yeah, it should be this into this, because now this has armor to do pinging as well. We love that. Let's do that too. So when the devs made changes, they could make changes with a curve and an idea of, A, they knew what was coming, but they could build towards something and move away from something. They could collectively nerf an archetype, a faction, or whatever, while simultaneously buffing others, so it made sense. Right now, it's just whatever happens, effectively, right? Which is where the challenge comes in. I can get this to 3, and then I think we just leader once and pray. Oh yeah, Waltz, that's true, but it was a while ago. Actually, we just Mardrum, right? Yeah, I know, that's fine. So because there are so many people, so many chefs in the broth trying to deal with it, we can't collectively say, well, actually, we all agree that this list's really tedious and we've seen it too much and we don't want to see it anymore. But we also don't want to kill the entire faction. Like, that's too much. But as a result, we can't collectively go, well, this NR list's really annoying. So let's not only nerf this slightly, but buff something else, because that has a much bigger perception change. Yeah, Jelly, I mean, there's a chance of that, honestly. That's something that could well happen. If I selective mutation here, I grab the other Bear Witcher and get rid of the Freya's Blessing, right? And we just win. I think that's got to be the play. I could just Quen the Mentor, but is it worth it? I'd rather Quen Arnachad. I think I'd rather Quen Arnachad just in case in a short round, right? Put the Freya back. I still have both of my leader abilities too. Well, Golden Necker can't be broken because they made sure that wasn't possible at least. It's already been nerfed to 10, which is really a buff. So, oh, that's annoying. Do I leader once here? I don't need to, right? That's just greedy. But yeah, I think the thing is, collectively, most people are annoyed about some of opponent. What is happening? You also should have definitely have leaded here, chap, twice, because now I just don't need to play. I mean, I just pass now. Actually, wait, I'm guaranteed. If I full leader Quen into Arnachad, they can't physically win, right?
Your body is stronger than your steel.
Like, they just can't win. Because Arnachad's going to punch anything for 7 at least. Simless into... Ooh, Simless into, what is it, 4? 5? Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Like, there's just not enough value, is there? Chat, wait, I should definitely have passed. Why? Why did I listen to you, Psychoki? Why did I listen to you? Oh no, I didn't even get their leader. That was awful. We've just thrown so hard against this. Oh my word. Why did I listen? Why did I listen to you? Oh no. Oh boy, chat, that was an epic fail. Gerd isn't worth it. Freya's Blessing. Freya's Blessing for a mentor. That was such a throw when we had an out and it was always going to be Simless. What am I doing? I know, listening to chat, man. Why am I like this? The Freya is pretty decent, I guess. Yeah. Bear. And we go second as well, which is great. They keep the heist? That is the greediest nonsense I've ever seen in my life. In what world is that? Bear Witcher Mentor's just a 4. This is just a 5. This has the potential to be an 8. This is a 7. Actually, no, this is only 6. So it's this. It's actually Bear Witcher Adept here, crazily. Because it can... Oh no, it can still only get to... It's still only a 6, right? Still only a 6. I think we're actually losing this. I think we're actually losing this. That's agony. It's possible. We're actually losing. I can't believe this just happened. Genuinely, Tormoron wants to stretch. Oh, yeah, that was just awful play from us, chat, honestly. Hey, Tormoron, lovely to see you. How are you doing, my friend? How are you doing? Honestly, chat. Go. Because they've still got 12 points here, right? I dare you play so badly? I know. It's one of those things, right? Love to see the little Liz emote. And thank you for the lurk. Appreciate it. Opponent? Fox, what are you doing? Are you drunk? I can't believe we've thrown this game so hard. Oh. Wow. Their last card was a Spores.
What are you gonna do?
How have I lost this game? How have I lost this game? How have I lost that game? My opponent passed on 8 cards in round 1. How? That might be the worst game I've ever lost. That might actually be the worst game of Gwent I have ever lost. That was agony. That was legitimate pain. That's like the worst thing I've ever seen. Genuinely the worst thing I've ever seen. It's the Balance Council's fault. Yeah, that's true. Okay, we're against Zeal. Okay, so it's just mutagenerator stuff. Fixed it, chat. Fixed it. No, Tormaron. So this is my stream PC. Arya's stream PC is still completely dead. We are getting a new power supply and a new CPU, as they're the only two parts left that remain, effectively. Justice. So yeah, we are those two parts. We're now testing next week. After that point, I honestly don't know, because every single part's been tested. The tech team don't have any idea what could be confusing it, causing it. Honestly, I am lost with it. Appreciate it, Tormaron, genuinely, because I mean we've looked through every feasible option, every possible part, spoken to the Overclockers team, who I've had lots of help and support with before, who were brilliant, and there is just no rhyme nor reason to what we're experiencing. So yeah, I'm open to help, effectively. Ooh, need Bloodthirst against hand buff. Love to see it. Love to see it. Well, and I'm always happy to accept help. Depending on what happens when we change the power supply out and rebuild everything again, then the last shot is seeing if the CPU is a problem, which it could be. I mean, they're all brand new parts and stuff. But yeah, and thank you, Tormaron. I really appreciate it. If we can't get it fixed, I will definitely reach out. Thank you. It's very good of you. But yeah, right now it's just been 2 weeks of us rocking backwards and forwards, quite frankly. It's, yeah. I do have a normal day job, yes. I do indeed, Charles. I am an investigation manager for Royal Mail. So yes, I do indeed have a day job. One day I would absolutely love that not to be the case, of course. Do I have pirates in my hand? I don't think so, right? No. Whenever you play a pirate, damage self by 1. Well, I'm not playing pirate. This all sucks. Honestly, this is all terrible. This is just the most points. So we'll just play it. Yeah, those are some bad rolls. So yes, I do indeed. I work... Oh, okay, it's just normal rent-free hand buff. They used all 3 straight away. Yeah, Arya's a full-time streamer these days, technically speaking. Oh yeah, that's... are you handling... No, so I'm human resources. So if there's allegations of bullying, harassment, if there are conduct issues, for instance, like something like that, that's something I would take care of. The sub-postmaster stuff is nothing to do with Royal Mail. Royal Mail and the post office haven't been affiliated for a long time, including while this all happened. So that is actually nothing to do with us, albeit it's a common misconception because we used to be the same company. No, it's something that most people would say, even in England. Oh, it is horrific, Snake. There's no way around that. It's awful. Absolutely shocking. And it's, well, quite literally criminal to have treated people in such a way, honestly. And I feel for all of the people who had their lives absolutely turned upside down by a mix of, you know, the post office and... Yeah, they got cooldown and player bronze. Oh, nice. Yeah, it's. I feel terribly bad for them, honestly. What happened? A TLDR, the post office accounting system or program is a program called Horizon. There were technical issues with the system, and it basically told people that the postmasters were stealing because the accounts weren't adding up. In reality, they were not stealing. In reality, in fact, they'd done nothing wrong whatsoever. And so far, we know of 40 people who went to prison. for completely when they absolutely shouldn't have done. It absolutely ruined a lot of people's lives. So yeah, it was pretty awful. And I can't really go into any more detail on my opinions on some of these and how well that was known. Because, yeah, no, postmasters aren't people who deliver the mail. Postmasters are people who run post offices. And it's actually quite a difficult job to be involved in, and you really do have to account your money to the penny, because I was a postmaster for a period of time in my old roles. Used to work sorting warehouse. Oh, fair enough, Noel. It's an enlightening experience working in that environment. It's like going back in time in my experience. And I genuinely mean that. Postcode allocator. Ah, okay. Okay. How did you find it? I have to bleed here because it's... Do I actually? I don't want... I do have to bleed here. We want to get that hand buff out. So I've had lots of interesting things that I've investigated and stuff like that. But obviously for various reasons I can't really talk about it. So, but yes, I have investigated many interesting things. Is that worth killing here? Probably. I think I just lead her. For the hand buff value, I think we just get rid of it. And does the pay outweigh the bad sides of your job? Yeah, I mean, there's good and bad in every job, right? I don't dislike my job specifically, much like anybody in kind of my situation. Some of you in chat may be younger, some of you may be older, some of you may be my age. As soon as you have to do the job, whether that's because of a mortgage or whatever, instantly your love of the job obviously is slightly reduced, but that's very normal as well. Why did I just play this on the back row? That was quite the investigation, Bass aside. Yeah. We don't talk about that. I've experienced some very, very strange things in my Royal Mail time. That's all we're gonna say. Yeah? Yeah? Cool, 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 cool. Let's kill Dunker off there. We're doing all right here. Yeah, Dunker got a lot of those buffs, but it just wasn't enough. She must have got the initial torque jump. Oh, what? Wait, why are you here? Why have you got movement engines? It's not Snake. So I'll tell the story. So I've done various roles at Royal Mail, and sometimes during really busy periods or when there are problems, managers are required to support actually delivering mail. And one such time happened in an area called Darlaston, where I had to go in and, you know, effectively deal with a bunch of situations. I had to go and post some mail. And I was walking down a high street, so a main row of stores, like a promenade of shops. And I had post for, let's say, number 7. Looking around, Francis Bedlam. And I'm looking around and I'm thinking, okay, seriously, where is this? And then I see the door and I go, aha, amazing, I found it. And then I try to get into the door and I walk through. And as I walk through the door to hand the post, because there's no post box, thinking maybe it's a shop of some sort, it was a swingers club. So at 10 a.m. on a Tuesday, I have wandered in. And it wasn't a subtle swingers club. Yeah. So that was a thing that I experienced. I'm gonna play on a chat here. There was lots of visibility happening, is what I'm gonna say. Is my degree connected? So my undergrad degree was in history, so not really. Oh, opponent, no. Why would you let me kill your Reglace? Opponent, no. if I play this, I get... Bonin. So my undergrad degree, no, that's in history. I then trained to teach, so also no, but then I got a master's in business, which is kind of relevant to anything, you know? So, yeah. Do you know what's worse about that story, by the way? I was obviously given this like section of work to do, and the staff who gave it to me knew full well this was going to happen because it's obviously their regular route. So they knew I was going to have to try and find this, and I was blindly going to see the number on the door and go in. They knew what they were doing when they did this to me. The little... I never forgave them for this. It does sound like it's from a terrible movie, but yeah, they knew. Like, they knew, you know? Like, they knew what they were doing, you know? And I just... Yeah, there was an investigation that went on after the fact to assure... When they always late on their route too? No, that was someone else. You'd be amazed how often that happens. Just saying. Clementine! My friend, thank you so much for the sub. 15 months. Lovely to see you. Welcome in, welcome in. Good to have you back, my friend.
15 months knowing your delightful self. You and Arya are such amazing humans, and so happy you both have this new start together.
Thank you.
Also, Gwent.
Also Gwent, indeed. Also Gwent, indeed. However, you have come in right at the very end, I'm afraid, as we are done for the evening. It is still early enough that I can relax, and Ari and I can do something. I think we're going to play some Lorcana in the morning, so we've got some deck building to do. As a result, I'm going to send you over to Lucy. Lucy is in her 3-year stream anniversary playing some Cyberpunk. So, I'm going to send you all over there. I hope you have a wonderful time with her. Has that raid started? Doesn't look like it. Oh, nice, CD. Yeah, I was going to say you don't want to burn out, but at the same time, it's always nice to be able to progress and try new things. Ultimately, if you hate it, you can always step back or try, right? The raid is now getting ready to go. So, raiding messages up. This is, as I say, Lucy's 3-year anniversary of streaming on Twitch. So, let's send her some love. Let's go over there and have some fun. I will be back on Monday with more Cyberpunk. So, hopefully, you will all join me for some Cyberpunk when we get back on Monday. Lots more info to give you. Monday as well, I think Arya is live with Baldur's Gate 3. Tuesday's the big one, though. Tuesday is Cult of the Lamb, so make sure you don't miss it. Love you all, friends. See you soon.